Okay, theoretically, this should be working now. That was annoying. I apologize for having to restart stream in the middle of a stream. That was not great. Well, at the beginning of a stream. Yeah, this laptop that I'm being forced to use because my normal PC is still on the fritz. I thought it was fixed, but turns out it's not. This laptop cannot handle 1080p streaming, which is something I absolutely have to have. So it's kind of it's not great. But, like I was saying earlier, I didn't like the original of this, and I've said it multiple times, but I'm hoping that I could get a newfound love for this game in the Definitive Edition. I played a little bit on my own, but not a lot. So, let's hope that I like this one better than the original. Now I'm gonna shut up and let this intro...
July 2054 AD. The Earth was caught in a great battle between unknown alien forces. Their weapons were terrifying and powerful beyond human reckoning. Our planet was overwhelmed, its surface reduced to ash and rubble in the blink of an eye. The Coalition government knew the war was coming. In response, they prepared the Earth-Life Colonization Project, Project Exodus. Interstellar arcs were launched all across the planet, from every major city on Earth. Bravely, we leapt from our cradle, our home for the last 4.5 billion years. But most of the arcs never even made it out of the atmosphere. Only a small handful managed to escape. Among them was our ship, the White Whale. After leaving Earth behind, we spent 2 years wandering in space, searching. We thought of ourselves as the lucky ones, the pioneers who would settle a new world. But our past caught up with us. Literally. The alien blitz was unrelenting. If not for the efforts of a lone hero, we would never have survived. Our ship took heavy damage. We lost control. With our flight systems down, the White Whale was pulled into the gravitational field of a nearby planet, its hull shattering and breaking to pieces as we plummeted toward the surface. Since then, 2 months have passed.
All right. So, this is our first major difference from any other Xenoblade game. Hey, Guernica? Seriously? Interesting. But no. This game, you don't actually have a real, quote-unquote, set protagonist. You actually have to create an avatar. It's kind of a bit like Final Fantasy XIV in a way. And, of course, because, you know, I am me, I want to try and create me a little bit. Let's... This is probably accurate, isn't it? One of these two, honestly. Yeah. Oh, I like this gray, darker skin tone. Freckles. No. Scars, none of that. Oh, they actually have my hairstyle. That's weird. Cool, though. Oh, and I do have an ahoge. It's a bit edgier than I'd like, but it's fine. Wait a minute, is that... Hello, Shulk. No, I think I'm gonna go with that one. Now, fruits color. Now, this one's easy. I just need a nice red. Red, please. I remember there being brighter reds. What? That's probably about the closest I can get. And then... for my actual, like, tips of my hair... Let's go... There's really not a lot I can see there. Let me change the hairstyle of this one. I feel like I can live with this. I really can't see a lot of the difference there. I mean, I can, but it's, like, subtle. Let me... No, not that. Absolutely not that. Definitely not that one. No. Definitely not. Nope. I'm not trying. Okay, weirdly enough, the Shulk hair kind of perfectly fits for me. So I guess I'm gonna go with Shulk hair. Oh no. I'm gonna be made fun of for making Shulk. Now my eyes. Ooh, what do I want my eyes to look like? Okay. No eyeshadow. Don't want eyeshadow. Or face paint. I remember there being one that I really needed. The complete, you know, eye look. Where is it? Where is it? I was doing a test playthrough. Well, not really a test playthrough, but just kind of familiarizing myself with stuff. And I created a character yesterday. There it is. That's about as close as I can get. Me. Flip. Yeah, that's fine. That's from my voice. Let's listen.
They staggered me. Hey,
That is not... No.
let's get this started. We'll work well together, I'm sure. Hey there. Cheers.
Cool. Hello.
I'm off balance.
Victory is ours. Come on.
Rock and roll.
Hey. Hey there. Victory is ours.
I think I like that one, honestly. Alright, that looks good to me. It looks like me, because I am very short. I am small. Hello, I'm small. I'm small bean. Actually, no, I'm not a small bean. There we go. Login ID, Elma. Password. Password. Thanks, Elma. Stasis unit operating...
Attention, external access confirmed. Disengaging stasis in 10 seconds. 7, 6, 5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
Releasing hatch.
Please stand clear. I'm blind.
Hey there. Looks like you're all in one piece.
Hello, Alma.
Careful. Just take it nice and slow,
I'm
okay?
sorry.
Your senses will need time to reactivate.
Hello, me.
Your pod is the only one around that landed intact. Good thing I found you. My name's Elma. You want to tell me yours? You don't even remember your own name?
There we go.
It must be the stasis hangover. That's not good. Just try and focus, all right?
Okay. I gotta put in my actual name here. Cyril. Hello, me.
Good, there we go. What else you remember?
Remember, I had a wife in a fantasy
come.
world.
In the meantime, I'll get you up to speed here as best I can. How are your limbs? Can you move?
Well, I was dead back on Earth, but it's fine.
We'll take it easy while you shake the stasis out of your system. One step at a time, all right? First things first, you'll be needing a weapon.
Heck yeah, give me a gun.
There you go.
Heck yeah.
All right, let's get going.
Thanks, Elma. You're the best. You met me and you gave me a gun immediately. You really shouldn't be doing this. I feel as though this is a bad idea, usually. Prologue. Awakening. Yeah, I know how to play a Xenoblade game. One of the weirdest things about this game. Also, Sorry if I sound different. I am slightly congested. I'm not sure I'm sick, but I am congested at the very least. So we got a weirdness going on here. Oh, shoulders did. But yeah, one of the weirdest things about this game is you can jump 20 feet in the air.
Most of the white whale's life pods didn't survive the crash, like this one. You're one of the lucky few. Right. You don't even remember the white whale, do you? You know, the L-002? The ship we escaped Earth on? You remember Earth, right? Planet Earth. Your homeworld. Or rather, it used to be anyway. Unfortunately, it was caught in a battle between two alien forces. And destroyed. Ring any bells? Don't feel bad. It's one memory I'd like to forget. I know. It's been following me for a while now. I didn't want to alarm you, but we're going to need to defend ourselves. You up to the task?
This woman can casually just dual-wield assault rifles. I am in love. Yeah, I know what the Ambros are gonna say. Oh, dear old simping over a Xenoblade woman. And you're exactly right. There is no defense I have against this.
Blast them before they get up.
Soul voices. Who gave me a gun? Why would I need a... Why do I have a gun? Weirdly enough, this game... You actually have two different weapons, but I'll get into that in just a minute.
You're not half bad. There's plenty of work back in the city for someone who knows how to handle a weapon, you know.
Heck yeah, I get to use more guns? Absolutely.
Then you're interested. In that case, I might have just the job for you.
Heck yeah. Give me
But
more
anyway,
guns.
We can talk more details later. For now, let's keep moving.
And, hey, there it is. Whoa, I got food that time? Interesting. I didn't do that the first time around. Yeah, I don't care. Be level 3 for that. I need to be level 3 for those. Okay. So yeah, again, I think just like in MMOs and everything, you actually have to have a certain level requirement to use gear. I never actually really played an MMO. I've talked a lot about a friend of mine who does play a lot of it. A lot of one, or actually a lot of two. Guy plays World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy 15. 14.
I feel like a new
14. I'm not an idiot. I know that 15 is not the MMO one. Oh, okay. Well, okay, since I brought it up, I should probably say that in Final Fantasy 14, this is still going on, talking about my friend. In Final Fantasy 14, apparently there was a collaboration with FF15, and you can get the car from FF15 in 14. And it's a bit of a running bit between my friend and I, that every time he starts driving that stupid car, I have a bloody aneurysm. Because I hate that car. I don't get it.
We can do this.
We can do this.
Shadow Strike!
But yeah, that's just a funny thing.
Blast them before they get up. Victory is ours.
Thanks,
Nice
Elma.
work.
That was actually really fast. What? A golden chest? Okay. I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take it. I mean, I'm not gonna complain. Just find it a little weird. I got a golden chest off of, what, second enemy I fought in the game? Crazy!
We can do this!
Let's see what you
I
got.
missed that soul voice. Are you kidding me? I don't know. Bonus this time. I'm gonna be completely honest, there are a lot of systems in this game that I don't understand.
Flame grenade!
I haven't played this game nearly as much as I have played the rest of the series.
Nice work.
1, 2, and 3. So, this is kind of going to be a pseudo first playthrough. I mean, yes, I did play it, 10 years ago. One time. But I didn't really enjoy it back then. As I've said multiple times. Hello, little bug.
We can do this!
Let's see what you've got.
Oh. Already,
Shadow strike.
one of my major complaints with the original game has already been addressed and already been, shown off and
Flame
fixed.
grenade!
Appendage targeting in the original game sucked to me. At the very least, it sucked to me. Because, goodness, I didn't understand how to do it, or it was really temperamental.
I can't move!
I'm stunned? That's a thing? I didn't know that.
Extreme edge.
Extreme Edge! You are not Shulk, Elma.
Shadow
You are
strike.
pretty cool, though. I can't even be mad.
Victory is ours!
We got it.
Victory
Let's
is
move.
ours. Ooh, I got a glove. Left glove. We got... That is... better all around, except I get more damage from gravity of attribute. Weird. See, I love this because, unlike in 2, which is the game I've actually played on the channel here, your armor actually changes throughout the game as you equip more and more stuff. That is my, one... Hello, I thought you were muted. That is, my one thing I'm not a big fan of from
Target in sight.
post 2. 2
Shadow
onward.
strike.
Because I love games where your armor actually changes
Extreme edge.
throughout, when you equip new stuff. Elma, what? Stone Potamus. Is this a hippopotamus?
Upper hand.
I'll go the buff to
I owe
Elma.
you one.
Victory is ours!
So, part of the reason Wow, okay, this area just brought back memories of 3. That's weird. Okay, I guess it would probably be the other way around, where 3 would have brought back memories of this place, but given technically this game did release, 7 years before 3. Goodness, it doesn't feel like it was that long ago. Wow, okay. Make me feel old, why don't you, game? I mean, I know I'm 732. Goodness. Well, okay. What was I saying? Probably some stupidity about something.
Almost there. Give me strength.
Didn't have
Give
to
me
be
just
like
a minute.
this.
I'll be right back.
I'll get the jump on.
Shadow strike.
Attack up close.
Now it's my turn. Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike. Reinforcements. Watch out.
Flame grenade! Assault hammer! Who's next? None dare stand against us! Slit edge!
Slide.
scared. I need
I should
healing.
heal up first.
Victory is ours!
Nice work. The rain's starting to let up, just in time for sunrise. Follow me. I promise you're gonna love this. Pretty wild, huh? They're all indigenous, as far as we can tell. We need to learn to play nice with these guys if we're going to try and coexist together.
I'd like to remind everyone this is running on the Switch.
We call this planet
This is
Mira.
the Switch.
You won't find it on any star chart. But it's our new home.
I mean, I know that Monolith Soft are known for their admittedly dark magic
Recognize
they
the
use.
habitat unit? That's where we're headed. Watch yourself. That first step's a doozy.
What are you talking about? There's no fall damage in this game, Elma.
We can jump if you like. You could handle the fall. But the indigents down there are another story. Some big, some mean, all nasty. Given our options, the high road here would be the safer way to go, relatively speaking. That said, whichever way you want to go, I'll follow your lead. You decide.
Alrighty. Well, I know where I want to go already, Elma. Yeah. You know how to play a Xenoblade game. Actually didn't know how to auto-run, but... Thanks, Gabe. Thanks for that. I understand. Okay, fine. Down there. Okay, so a major thing that they changed from the original game is, well, okay. Since the original game was on the Wii U, a lot of stuff was done on the Wii U gamepad. Which is no longer the case, because, you know, the Switch doesn't have a gamepad.
Follow me!
Target in
I wasn't even a big hater of the Wii U gamepad, though, is the problem.
Shadow strike.
Assault hammer! Blast them before they get up!
Oh, also,
She never loses!
We got him. Let's
Oh.
move.
okay, Elma. What the heck was that gun? I don't think I can use that with this class. Again, I think I said it earlier, but bears repeating. There are classes in addition to weapon. And oh my word, I can already equip this. Oh. Prototype sticker. Prototype bodywear. Prototype sleeve. L is what I have on. Any right armor. And on prototype boots. Heck yeah, look at me already looking geared to the teeth. I actually look kind of cool. Huh. I think that's the first time ever anyone can say that about me. But no. What was I saying? Gamepad was trash. No, actually, I really liked them. But it was weird.
Open fire! Follow me!
Oh, classes, right. You can change classes in this game. Hello, boys. Do you want to actually work with me? That would be amazing if you did, but...
She never loses!
We got him. Let's move.
Ooh, succulent meat. Yummy. Ah. Yeah, you can change classes. My word, can I even get this thought out? And that's part of the reason I did a little bit of playing this on my own time before this.
Now it's my turn.
Because I wanted to
Assault hammer!
find out what kind of class I wanted to play
Move in and
Flame
strike.
grenade!
as the avatar. The avatar character.
Comes the pain!
I've already unlocked Soul Voice Expert as an achievement. Cool. I'm not gonna complain, but it's a little weird.
She never loses!
We got him. Let's move.
Ooh, a bronze chest. You know what? I thought this was level 5.
All right,
I guess not?
Let's engage.
Oh, I was seeing that
Lay
thing
down
over
some
there.
fire for me.
Assault hammer!
Slide.
Oh, that it resisted the topple? I don't think I've seen that yet. Interesting. Weird, but interesting. So yeah, your different weapons are the different weapons that you can equip are dictated by the class you actually have. And I think for this playthrough,
Now!
what I'm gonna do class-wise is oh my gosh, we've already broken both of this thing's appendages. Wow. I think I'm going to play a bit of a
She never loses!
Nice
a
work.
healing class or like a debuff buff class. I was looking at it, and that'll become, you know, unlocking while the whole tutorial and everything, and I can actually go through and see which one it was. I remember it having really cool weapons, and I don't know. Come on, jump up, jump up. Thank you. I don't think it's like 3. Where in Xenoblade Chronicles 3, you can kind of mix and match classes and become super overpowered if you know what you're doing. Multi-classing. Why is it that every game, be it a TTRPG or just an RPG that allows
Didn't have to be like
multi-classing,
this.
allows you to get stupidly overpowered really easily? Kind of funny,
Shadow
honestly.
strike.
Okay, here comes the pain! Assault hammer!
Assault Hammer!
Flame grenade!
Flame Grenade!
Now, close in and clean up!
Use an aura. Get
I
control
don't
of the
have any
battle.
auras, Elma. I would love to... Uh-oh.
That put a dent in him. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Wait, how do I just heal? What?
This force. This force.
Can I actually, like, this thing? Elma has a lot of
I am
aggro, so I'm
getting
gonna buff her. Excellent.
Now, my turn.
Oh, crap.
We break the
Upper
legs.
hand.
Hurry!
Oh, we're fighting the head. Oh, come on. Don't attack me. Attack Elma, not me.
Nice. Move in and do some
Elma
damage.
is higher level than me. Please. Don't you roar at me, buddy.
I need healing. All right.
Heck yeah, easy peasy. As Rex would say. He's not in this game though, so kind of sad.
Shadow strike.
Oh, different planet. Oh gosh.
Move in and strike.
I love this game, but okay, well, I actually don't really love this game yet. But the music is so bad. I don't like the music. I've said that multiple times. I'm not a huge fan of the music.
Team never loses.
Nice work.
I have maxed my TP. I don't even know how to use that, honestly. I feel like that's probably one of the things no, that's probably the reason I didn't like the original is that I probably didn't understand a lot of the systems in that game. Which is funny, because I bet, you know, that the systems and stuff in 2 are so much more complicated. But 2 is my favorite game. Ever, as I've said. Which, speaking of 2, I do want to actually, you know, someday go back and complete the post-game kind of stuff. As well as our last couple of blades in that game, but... This is a new-ish Xenoblade, so I'm gonna focus on that for right now. This area is beautiful. This whole game is beautiful. What am I talking about? It's not just this one area. Though I must say, it is a little weird how open this open world is. Given, you know, all of the, all the other games are a little linear open worlds, Xenoblade games. Can I even get to where I'm trying to go from this way? I'm going to assume no, but also yes. Okay, hello level 30. Yeah, you're not intimidating at all. Oh great, there's little level 21s. Stay far away from me, please, guys. Stay away from me. That's a big
Strength
thing.
comes from experience.
It's
That's
gate
true on
point.
any field.
She leveled up. Heck yeah, Elma. Good job. I'm proud of you. I will say that for as much as I kind of give the original game, and I give X a lot of flack, one of the best things about it is Elma. I love Elma. I think she's really cool. And we'll be seeing more of that eventually, but I do want to say that already. I just absolutely adore Elma. No, Hero likes a Xenoblade woman? I can't believe it. That's impossible. Well, at least she's not a cat girl. A Welsh accent. Y'all know how that would go. Shut up. I will simp for Nia until the day I die again. Because Nia is perfect. I wonder if I can make that jump or if I have to have a later ability. Don't know right off. I don't even know if I can get up there now that I'm actually looking at it. However, maybe I can. Let's find out. I think if I Skyrim this. Yeah, if I Skyrim it, it's gonna go fine. Ow! Hello, the sun. Or, well, not the sun. Or, hello, a star. Gotta remember, you're not on Earth. You can't exactly call it the sun. As it's not... Okay, actually, does the sun have a name? Is it actually, like, Soul? All Soul? Or is that just, like, a fantasy sci-fi thing for calling the sun an actual name? I don't know. Go to Google Sensei, but... Well, if this was on mobile PC, I'd be more willing to go to Google Sensei, but, as we previously discussed, this is not great, the situation I'm in. I'm hoping to have it fixed soon. I really am. But it is very intimidating and very expensive, potentially. If I don't know exactly what the issue is, I don't want to, throwing money at a problem. Hope that it solves it.
Looks a lot bigger up close, doesn't it? And this was just the habitat unit. The white whale was one hell of a ship. Until it all came crashing down, at least. That's the west gate. It's closed off now for security reasons. But we've repurposed a freight elevator that will get us inside.
Hello, thing.
Grexes. And they're riled. We can't leave them roaming here, not this close to the gate. We're gonna have to take them down. You ready?
Right. Absolutely. Yeah, you want me using photos split between ranged and melee, close, hit, do multiple times, but damage set lower, martial automatic, correct weapon, yeah, art symbols were a thing. I don't actually know if they were a thing in the original release. I don't remember.
Now, close 3 minutes.
If they were, I don't remember it. Wow, this game is beautiful already. I'm already in love with this. Just the graphic, the look of it, so pretty. Hello? Don't just slam me into the ground, buddy. That's kind of rude. Dude.
Gun him down.
Elma, do you want to stagger it? I would greatly appreciate it if you would stagger this thing.
Move in and keep the rhythm going.
No stagger? Okay. With a flame grenade.
Flame grenade. All right. I feel like a new man.
How did it just die? Huh? I'm not complaining, I just... hit it.
It's a shame we had to settle near so much wildlife. Luckily, some species aren't so hostile, but they aren't necessarily friendly either. I've come to learn that there's a fine line between self-defense and provoking a fight. We need to walk that line. All right, let's head in. Who knows? Maybe seeing the inside will jog your memory.
Ooh, we got a golden chest again. Horn survival headset. Is that better than what I've got? Yes, and... yeah, I guess it kind of is. I don't think I have to really worry about elemental weaknesses right now. Oh. What are those pants? Ooh, resist. Okay. Sure, I'll take it, I guess. On those pantalones. I don't even know what that is. What the heck are you? That's a big gun. I'm all alone. Is anyone there? I need a bigger gun. so much. No idea. Oh, Elma. That is her. I think I have the best gear right now, weirdly enough. And minus 10%. I have no idea what that means, by the way. I don't know what any of this really means. Potential up? I don't know what that is either. Oh no. I think I'm just gonna keep her with the weapons she has. These do more damage by 3. No, they're just outclassed because the other ammo count. Okay, look at my brand new pants. Pants look terrible. Kinda here for it though. Look really bad. Luckily, later on, there's a thing to unlock fashion gear.
Thanks.
Oh, hello. You must be the new friend that Colonel Elma mentioned in her report. Having just woken after all that time, I'm sure you're dying to get home and take a shower. Unfortunately, the west gate is closed at the moment. If you want to enter the city, you'll need to use the elevator at the top of the stairs. They'll probably open soon, thanks to the great work you guys did in killing the monsters that were causing all the trouble. But until then, you'll have to forgive the inconvenience. Please understand. Anytime, buddy. Anytime. And elevator. Whee! Running around in a circle. Oh gosh, that reminds me of something. I think I may have told this story before, but I'm not entirely sure. I'll tell it after this cutscene.
Well, here we are. Not too shabby, huh? For a giant beached spaceship, anyway. But, like it or not, this place is our home now. We took the name from the city it was modeled after back on Earth. We call it New Los Angeles. Welcome to NLA.
And so it was that another survivor came to join our band of refugees. Together, we resolved to forge a new way of life here on Mira, come what may. New LA was our beautiful lie to ourselves. Truth is, we were adrift, heading into the unknown. Our native home was gone, swallowed in a shroud of light. And our future was uncertain. We had no idea what fate lay in store for us. Only that we had to keep living, in order to see it.
Absolutely, I want to save my progress. Are you kidding me?
How about a quick tour of the facilities to refresh your memory?
I would greatly appreciate that, Elma.
Let's start with your living quarters. Follow me.
Brave citizens of New Los Angeles, good day. This is your Director General, Maurice Chausson. Today, I once again come to you with news I am truly delighted to share. Yesterday, we repatriated 10 more White Whale crew members. These fellow pioneers will rejoin our ranks as citizens of NLA, bringing with them skills and know-how that will bolster our ability to survive and indeed flourish here in our new home. This, of course, is only the latest success in our continuing efforts.
Director General? Since when?
For the rescue and recovery of
2 days ago,
our
ma'am.
brothers and sisters. I stand here truly humbled and
From
grateful.
political aide to director general in just a few weeks. At this rate, he'll be emperor by next month.
He's not Palpatine.
Irina? Gwyn?
Nice work out there, ma'am.
Who are these people?
Right. Introductions. Irina Akulov, Gwyn Evans.
This one of the survivors, Colonel?
The survivor. I only found a single pod intact at Starfall Basin.
Wait, what? What happened to 10 more crew members?
Come on, seriously? Chausson was never one to let the truth get in the way of a good speech.
Eh.
Still, every last survivor counts. You can call me Irina.
Okay,
I'm
Irina,
with the Interceptors.
you are giving Zeke a run for his money
Me
with
too.
the belts and,
Same
and,
division.
and pouches.
You can call me Mr. Evans. Or just Gwyn.
Okay, you are just straight up Mikhail from 2.
The three of us were in the Coalition forces together. Specifically, the Special Operations Heavy Armor Training Unit, aka the Skeleton Crew. I was a colonel and Irina a lieutenant. Gwyn was a more recent recruit. Of course, I keep telling them we don't need those old ranks anymore now that we're here.
You're still Colonel to me, ma'am. No reorg will ever change that. And that's not about chain of command either. It's about respect. You've earned it.
That's some
And the
cringy
award for
writing.
best ass kiss goes to...
Yeah, even he's like, that's cringy. Thank
well,
you,
I'd
Gwyn.
remind you both the ma'ams aren't necessary if I thought you'd listen.
All right, ma'am. We should be getting back to work.
I love that they
Until
just
next
don't
time,
care.
Colonel.
They completely disregard what she just said.
Right. We should be going too. The administrative district isn't far. That's where you'll be calling home. For now, anyway.
I love that I've got the Bucky Barnes arm thing going on. That's fun. New Los Angeles. Thank you, Dero.
Hey!
Hey! Hey, who are you?
Wow, it's
see.
I heard gunshots and some sort of dying wail from the other side of the west gate. Guess one of the teams must have been fighting an indigene? I really hope they took out the aggressive indigents that have been causing problems just outside the city. Because in that case, we should be able to reopen the west gate soon. That was me. Hello, I'm the one that did that. Elma, help. Little bit. Okay, so in order to get, like, max jump, you have to be sprinting. Oh, yeah, that's another thing you can do in this game, is just straight up sprint instead of kind of just leisurely walking around. Compared to the other 3.
Damn it!
You look like a clone from Star Wars. One of the Star Wars clone troopers. Captain Rex, I think? Clone Wars?
Look, I know what exhaust smells like, and it was exhaust in the cockpit. Just check the ductwork, would ya?
Oh, I'm checking. I just seriously doubt... Hey, look at that! The intake exhaust bypass is reversed. Oh man, it's a good thing I caught that.
You caught that? You're the one who cleared me to fly.
Lynn
Everything
Liku,
okay?
everybody.
It's not like you to flub a flight check, Lynn.
She's awesome.
Good thing you had a rugged pilot like Doug at the controls.
Oh, hey Elma. How'd it go out there? And would this be one of the you-know-who's? Cool. I'm
Thanks.
Lynn Liku, mechanic and top all-around fix-it gal for Blade.
Lynn, you are very small. I'm concerned.
She's 13.
She's
and
what?
I know, she looks young, and she is young, but trust me, she's one of our top talents.
Most of the time, that is. Most of the time.
Anyway, you
I'm
guys
sorry,
heading
you're
back to the
armors.
barracks?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
As long as you're here, why don't I take you on the transport? It's a great way to see the city. I'll give you the grand tour.
That sounds like a great idea.
All right, Doug, I think that'll be all for today.
Poor
you
Doug.
can clean up here and
Poor
dock the skeleton.
Doug.
What?
What did Doug
Don't mind
do?
the exhaust. I'll take care of it tomorrow.
What my boy Doug
Don't
do?
mind it.
Let my boy free.
Wait, why
Free
am
my
I
boy.
cleaning up your mess in the first place? Lynn! Lynn!
Wow, that's a bad voice acting. And they said 2 had cringy? Okay, no, I don't need to be so negative. I don't want to do that. That's not my style. But I do not like the music in this game at all.
Listen to this.
Curator. Even merely maintaining our current front lines requires ludicrous amounts of money and materials. Difficult enough on Earth, but supporting a military on a planet like this requires resources on a whole other scale. Which means we curators need to secure sufficient resources here on Mira to fuel Blade's military activity. Otherwise, it'll be impossible to sustain offensives against our new enemies, search for the Lifehold, or do countless other Blade projects. Not the most glamorous line of work, but when I came to understand how important it was to the continuance of Blade, knew I had to join up. Alright. Be cool. Hello, Doug.
Hey, listen!
Crap.
How's I supposed to handle this by myself? Oh, don't mind me. Go on ahead to the Blade Barracks. There's a transport pilot down there. Ask him. Take you over to the administrator. Elma! I wanted to explore!
Hey!
Stop being so mean, Lady Elma. Lady Elma? I sound like the wind and eerie now. I think I'm just so used to saying Lady Bridget or Lady Morag. I just kind of a second nature.
Hey,
Yeah, I don't care. Hello, Burnett.
Hey! Yeesh.
Most of the physically capable young folk end up joining Blade. As a result, there's a real shortage of laborers to do construction work here in New LA. When they said they found 2 new crew members, we thought they'd send at least one of them our way. Besides you, we haven't seen hide nor hair of any of them. What the heck's going on? Well, regardless, if you get disillusioned with Blade, know that we'd be happy to have you. It'd help us build the industrial district of tomorrow, using good, honest, manual labor. I'm good, buddy. I'm fine without doing that. No disrespect, of course, but that's not really my style.
Yep.
Give me more intel. Data probe. Eh. Wait, how far can I go? Before the game just says, don't do that. Mediators act as NLA's police force. They keep the whole city safe, 24/7.
Listen.
Okay, would a 24-hour clock even make sense on a different planet? Would the term 24/7 even make any sense?
Well,
Because the odds that, you know, a planet has a 24-hour day is kinda low. Or at least presumably would be very low.
Not bad, huh? You can see everything from up here.
It beats walking, that's for sure.
The best way to see NLA. I never get tired of this view. It's like a different city every time.
It's certainly come a long way in the last few weeks. There's still so much to be done.
One day at a time.
Speaking of which, we don't really have time for a full pleasure cruise here. Why don't you give us the express tour, Lynn?
Have I
Just
been
the
muted this
highlights.
whole time?
Okay, you got it.
I hope not.
New LA is divided into 4 districts. We departed from the industrial district, where Doug and I were conducting the flight test. It has food production, skill development, you know, industries and stuff.
Thank you, Lynn.
It's also where the West Gate is located, remember? Expect to pass through there fairly often. The only other gate out of the city is in the administrative district, but I'm skipping ahead.
Next is the commercial district. Restaurants, galleries, cafes, clothing, groceries, you name it. It's a veritable shopping paradise.
The CD is the closest thing to a downtown we've got. It can actually get pretty crowded sometimes.
Well, by NLA standards anyway. Day or night, the best and only bargains on the planet. To your right, the residential district. Housing, housing, and more housing. Well, plus a nice park and the cathedral.
If you're ever looking for quiet time alone, or want to relax and unwind with a good book, that's the spot.
right? The park is my favorite place to just zone out and chill. And last but not least, our destination, the Administrative District, the nerve center at the heart of NLA. Note the distinct dual-level structure here. The upper level holds our administrative tower, home to Blade HQ and the government. Not to mention Armory Alley, as well as the barracks where we live. The lower level there is a hangar complex for Skell maintenance and repairs.
Oh boy. Finley Co.
And this concludes our tour. We will be landing shortly.
Thanks, Lynn. We'll save the rest of orientation for once we're back at the barracks.
I want one of those helicopters, though looking at the blades, it doesn't exactly look like they'd fly.
Enjoy your stay in the Administrative District, and thank you for flying Linley Airlines.
Right. Let's get you over to the barracks. Then I should file my report. They'll be eager to hear the details on how I found you, I'm sure.
Well then, we better not keep them waiting. The barracks are pretty close, actually. They're set up just behind the giant blade tower here.
Heck yeah.
That road there wraps around the left side and leads right to it.
We'll pass through Armory Alley, but let's not get sidetracked, okay? We can check it out later.
Okay, fine. Ugh, you're not gonna let me buy a new gun. Yeah, that's all cool and all, but I've been looking at this thing. I really don't see how this thing would fly in reality. Because, like, it looks like this blade would interact with that blade, and it just work. I mean, no, there's no way that this would absolutely not be just hitting each other and causing a failure. That's really bad design. Wow, I really am just, showing myself to be the engineering student I am. Oh, yo. Well, know what they say. Once an idiot, always an idiot, or something of the like, probably. Who knows? Ooh, 10,000 credits.
Now then.
I just want to go exploring, Elma. I'm sorry. Ugh. You're gonna get on to me for exploring in a Xenoblade game. Hello, Stella.
Sir. Here's what I know.
These are not all of it. Citizens. Board with Director General Chaucer's policies. But the more we allow our ideals to enslave us, the grimmer our situation will become. Hopefully, some breakthrough opportunity will present itself eventually, and you've got the look of someone who might be able to accomplish that. If you're ever ready for that opportunity, let me know and I'll assign you something important. There. I can do that, Stella. I can't open this? Mechanical field skill. What the heck? I just want free stuff. Give me free things, please.
Hey.
Lead tower. No. Oh, come on! I just want to go exploring! Why are you doing this to me, game? You suck. SMH my head, game. SMH my head. Hello?
Yeah?
Ask
Well,
if anything bothering her. Problems further. Empower. Be nice and good Samaritans available. Hello, Thirsty?
Okay.
Thirsty?
listen
Oh
carefully.
no. I'm not gonna read all the dialogue from every character, but it is kind of important
Best of luck.
to kind of get a little bit of this.
I appreciate
At least talk to these people. Well, dumb enough to face the head on. Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, sound familiar? Eleonora.
Yes?
I think I remember your name. Roll. Trevor.
What's wrong?
Okay. Not gonna bother anymore with talking to people.
And here we are, the Blade Barracks. Consider yourself our guest until we finish getting you registered. Feel free to come and go as you please.
I want to join Blade.
I think I can answer that one. So, you must be the latest rescue.
Secretary Nagi!
Miss-Ku. Chipper as always, I see.
What can I say? Pep is my middle name.
I ran into Doug Barrett on the way here, and he didn't seem quite so upbeat. Anything about today's flight I should know?
No. Nothing to worry about.
Good. Be sure it stays that way. More importantly, Elma, you found another one. Excellent work out there.
Just doing my job, Mr. Secretary.
Now, as for officially registering our new citizen here...
Why don't we talk inside? There's a lot of ground to cover. It could take some time.
Ah yes, of course. Forgive me. You must be weary from the stasis and your journey back to us. Please, after you.
I'll put on some tea.
Thanks, Lynn. Oh no, what did I do? What have I done? Do something stupid? No? Okay, I didn't. Woo! Scared me for a second. I'm so nervous about touching anything now.
Allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Kentaro Nagi. You may remember me as Captain of the White Whale, but now I serve as Secretary of Defense here for New LA. The provisional government has charged me with keeping the peace, so all military and police matters fall under my jurisdiction.
He's also my superior officer. And he'd be an excellent person to talk to when you're ready to start looking for work.
What about a job right here with Blade? He seems capable.
Let's give it a little more time. At least until he knows enough to be able to make an informed decision.
Aww.
He seems to be suffering from
I
some
want to
form
join
of memory
Blade,
loss.
Elma.
Memory loss. From the stasis?
He could barely remember his name, and nothing at all about what happened to Earth or the White Whale.
I see. Though, come to think of it, the entire lot of us have only been on this planet for what, 2 months? It shouldn't take very long to get caught up.
My thoughts exactly.
Easy.
Well then, where should we begin?
In?
Ah yes. All citizens of NLA are required to register their name, age, and occupation. We also ask you report any personal assets and take a short survey regarding your current state of health. All purely as a precaution. I'm sure you understand. As the caretakers of humanity's survival, we all have certain responsibilities.
And hey, it's not all bad. Registering gets you access to all kinds of public services.
Eek. Ask for more information about Blade.
BLADE is an acronym. Builders of a legacy after the destruction of Earth. Quite fitting, I think. It's a relatively new organization. Up there in space, we had plenty of provisions, and a crew trained to handle the limited amount of situations we might encounter in our travels. But of course, all that changed after we lost most of our ship and came crashing down here on Mira. We needed food, water, search and rescue teams, surveyors, police. The list goes on and on. It was too much for the provisional government to manage on its own, so BLADE was born. The idea was to have one central organization with different disciplines to fill these various roles. Its core was pulled from the Coalition military, so it's mostly former soldiers. But fighting isn't our most important duty. Right now, we have a single top priority that supersedes all others. The search for and recovery of the Lifehold.
Take a look at this. The White Whale was designed to carry an exceedingly large number of passengers, all of them held in stasis. All housed in a structure called the Lifehold. This is a complete schematic of that facility. Only essential personnel were conscious and active for the journey from Earth. The flight crew, maintenance engineers. And of course, some military so we could defend ourselves if necessary. But the vast majority were in the Lifehold. Are in the Lifehold. With any luck, they're all still there, in stasis, waiting to be rescued. But there's a problem. We now know the Lifehold broke apart along with the rest of the ship when we came down on Mira. What we don't know is exactly where all the pieces landed. Not very comforting, I know. Blade's top priority now is locating the missing units.
It started at the end, 2 years ago. The end of Earth. The casualty of a battle between two hyper-advanced alien civilizations. Their technology and weapons were beyond our comprehension. We were like infants, naked, powerless. The Earth was reduced to ash and blown away.
I still wonder if I hadn't been there. If maybe all of this could have somehow been avoided.
No one can know that, Elma. What we do know is without you, there'd have been no Project Exodus, and no escape for any of us. Did it go perfectly? No. But we are here, and we are alive. We survived. So yes, Project Exodus. Once we learned the Earth might be threatened, we needed a plan to preserve all her various life forms. That plan was the Earth-Life Colonization Project, otherwise known as Project Exodus.
Those of us who escaped on the White Whale spent over 2 years wandering in space. 2 hard years. But we clung to our mission, find a habitable planet, and settle there. We had no idea how long it would take. Or that the decision would eventually be made for us.
The xenoforms found us again, and, well, it wasn't a happy reunion. Earth wasn't enough. They wanted humanity destroyed. For better and for worse, we were close to planet Mira when we lost control of the White Whale. Inertia and gravity took it from there.
The ship had taken way too much damage to survive entering the atmosphere intact. We had no choice. We channeled all the power we had left to soft land the habitat. Once the dust cleared, we set to work transforming it into its current state. Searching for survivors, establishing Blade, installing the provisional government. Basically, making it a sustainable city.
In any case, I'm sure this is all a lot to digest. You'll be wanting some time. Ms. Ku, even I'm tired of hearing myself speak. Why don't you take our guest out for some air? Perhaps a tour of the administrative district.
Yes, sir. Come on, we'll keep this briefing brief.
Thanks, Lynn, for the bad pun. Press in on the right stick to display this navigation panel. Yeah. Ooh, I don't think that was in the original game. I certainly don't remember if it was. Again, sorry that this first little while has just been a bunch of cutscenes, but, I mean, it is a JRPG. Kinda gotta expect that.
You know, it's not every day we're authorized to let a civilian tour the administrative district.
Yeah, Nagi must really, really want him to join Blade.
The AD is a bit different from the other districts. It's got everything a Blade would need, all in one place, without any extra fluff.
Get a load of that skill. Even the way that they walk is so cool.
Yes, Lynn, we know.
Oh yeah, work it, baby.
Lynn, never change. Hey, yeah,
Now this
I'm gonna
guy
geek
gets
out.
it. Aren't they just the coolest? Just everything about them. The lasers, the force fields, the bipedal and vehicular transformations. You ever have that dream where you're inside one and it's just transforming over and over and over?
Lynn, I think you've got
Yeah,
bigger
you know what I'm
issues
talking
in your
about.
head, but
Actually, I
kind of agree.
don't normally show this
It
to
would be
people,
cool
but
to have one.
I've been working on some Skell fanfiction. Hold on, I'll just pull it up here 1 sec.
Lynn?
Oh,
Lynn.
right. Sorry.
Lynn Lee Koo. Behave.
Originally, Skells were developed as a defensive measure to counter potential alien threats. It wasn't enough to save Earth, though. We were outnumbered and outgunned. Still, just look around you. New LA has gone from basically nothing to this in just 2 short months. We could never have come so far, so fast, without Skell technology. I'd love to get you into one to see for yourself, but it's not that simple.
Well, yeah, duh. For one thing, only Blades are allowed to pilot Skells. And even then, you need a license.
These aren't toys we're talking about. They're complex machines with powerful weapons. And they're a precious resource. We only have so many of them to go around. So yes, as you might imagine, the certification process is a fairly rigorous one.
I'm sure you're thinking, where do I sign up for the test? But it's not that simple. They choose you, not the other way around. You can't just walk in the front door and volunteer.
There is some criteria. The details are largely hidden, but basically, HQ only allows the cream of the crop to take the test. Blades who go above and beyond in their duties, and for the people of New LA in general.
So what do you say? If you become a Blade and work hard, I'm sure it'll only be a matter of time before they tap you on the shoulder.
Speaking of work, that reminds me. Why don't we check out the Mission Control Board first? That's where we take on our assignments.
Good call. Let's head on over.
Heck yeah. Let's go. My armor looks so dumb right now. It really does. Hey, that's not right.
So this is Mission Control. We don't have a dispatch system yet, so Blades usually choose their own assignments. Everyone comes here and selects from the missions available on the board.
And it's not just official Blade tasks. Anyone with a request is free to post here. Businesses, citizens, whoever.
Yeah, it's basically how anything gets done in New LA, so the board is constantly updating. Just about every blade will stop by here at some point in their shift.
It's like our second home. You'll always find a number of blades around here, blowing off steam or browsing mission control for their next assignment.
Whenever I get freed up, I'll stop here first thing to check for any missions I might be suited for.
Likewise. And if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo, that's what the Scout console is for. We should show you that next.
Hey, who's giving this tour anyway? We also have the Scout console, if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo. And Elma just said that, didn't she?
Lynn, you're trying too hard. I love it.
Hey!
And don't just hey me, Mr. Mailblade. You don't even have a real name. You don't even have a real name, loser. What am I doing? Oh, I can't just spin. I want to spin. Yeah, I can kind of spin. Well, this is something I don't actually have access to right now.
Ta-da! The Blade Scout console. When the going gets tough, the tough go to the Scout console. You know, to get tougher.
Really?
If you do end up joining us, you'll quickly realize just how important this little kiosk is. A lot of the mission control assignments are too much for any one blade to handle. They tend to call for multiple members with specialized knowledge or unique skills. This console lets you search for and recruit other blades to fill those roles for just such an occasion.
You can't spell blade without team. Sorta. Anyway,
What?
awesome, right? So, you ready to join up?
Hang on, Lynn. Take it easy, would you?
What? I'm just saying you'd have to be some kind of an idiot not to want to join Blade. Or maybe a crazy person.
You're laying it on thick, Lynn.
And here I thought you might be pressuring our guest.
Apology accepted. Now, how about a little shopping? And I'm not talking about the stuff over in the commercial district. I'm talking about Armory Alley.
Lindley Koo. The entire time you were talking, all I could see was this. Free stuff! Yeah, free stuff! Let's go, free stuff.
Hey.
I love free stuff. Now, there is actually something I remember being able to get over here from earlier. I know I was saying earlier that I had done a little bit of playing this game on my own time to kind of learn some stuff, recognize myself. So I didn't look like a complete moron on stream. But I don't exactly remember where everything I learned was. So
Word is.
yeah, I've already read all of this.
Oh.
Kind of a name is Corwin. I got a friend named Corvin, but a Corwin.
Well.
Beach 'em. Beach 'em. Alright, I'll do this. I don't want to do it, but I continue the cutscene.
So this street's what we call Armory Alley.
What a creeper
Blades
face.
can requisition equipment from any of the vendors here.
I won't lie, most Blade members face danger on a daily basis. Having the latest gear isn't about impressing your friends. It's a matter of survival.
True enough. And that goes not
It
only
totally
for your
looks like a
personal
creeper
armor
face.
and weapons,
Okay,
what
well,
we
it's
call
gone now.
ground gear, but for Skell equipment as well.
You can even buy whole skells. Can you imagine
I want a
owning your
skell.
own skell? Huh? Oh,
There's
right,
the creeper
toy.
face.
I think all that's
That's
left
not really
is
a
the
creeper
heart of
face.
Blade itself. Blade Tower.
Above the kiosk here. I don't really have a way to point it out, though. There we go. Right there. Above my head. Creeper face. Anyhow. I need to go. Regina. Adam. Regina about her shop.
Well,
Usual things. Well, that's useful. And another cutscene. Hooray.
So yeah, Blade Tower. When we come here, it's usually to stop by Blade HQ. The higher-ups, like Secretary Nagi and Commander Vandam, will spend most of their day here.
And random.
The government leaders, too. They're based in the tower. Guys like our new Director General Maurice Chosan, for example.
Blades sometimes report to the leadership here after we finish key assignments. You'll want to remember this place.
And that about does it for our tour. So, what do you think? Pretty amazing setup, right? You can't wait to join Blade, right?
Okay, Lynn, seriously, that's enough. We're not here to make a sales pitch. We just want you to have all the facts so you can make an informed decision to join us, or not. Now that you've seen where and how we work, hopefully it made a good impression, but your decision will be just that, your decision. In any case, let's head back to the barracks. Secretary Nagi will be waiting.
Alright. Yeah, 5,000 credits from that. Why is every space age kind of sci-fi game, or really sci-fi story in general, why do they always use credits for their money? I think I saw a meme a few weeks back about that, like, sci-fi writers trying to find a name for money, and it's just like a dartboard with credits as everything or something. Kind of dumb. Heck, even Star Wars does it, and I'm assuming Dune probably does it also. I think Dune was probably one of, if not the first, kind of major... Actually, well, no, I don't know. Oh my gosh, my voice is so destroyed right now.
well-
Goodness. I can't even do my normal voices. Okay, well, this is not great, but I'm pushing through it. Like I said, I want to play this game. I want to play a new Xenoblade. You're not gonna stop me, throat.
Honey, we're home.
Yes, very amusing.
Who wants a fresh cup of tea?
Thank you, Ms. Gu, but I can't stay long. I just wanted to pass along a request from your commanding officer.
Commander Vandam? Does it have anything to do with our new arrival?
Correct. He stopped by while you were out on your tour. He said he'll come back, but that I shouldn't wait to ask you.
Here we go. I bet I can guess.
You probably can. He wants to fast-track our new friend here for blade duty with a training assignment. What in the hell are we waiting for? As he put it.
The commander does have a way with words.
Makes even my pitch sound smooth.
I explained about the memory issues, but he didn't see it as a problem. And to be honest, given our current need for blade recruits, I can't say I entirely disagree.
Hey, it's not me you need to convince. Blade service is voluntary, remember?
Of course, and I would never force or coerce anyone. Well, friend, what do you say? Can we count on you to do your part?
Okay. I didn't do this on my personal one, because I wanted to see what happens if you say no. I want to know what happens. Of course, I think you have to eventually. But I want to say no. No, I don't want to join Blade.
Ms. Ku, how much do you know about life pods?
Life pods? You mean like from the white whale?
Yes, those life pods. Like the one Elma, a blade, rescued our friend here from. Emphasis on the word rescue. Because if you aren't released, you just sit there frozen in stasis.
Okay, Nagi, I
forever.
get it.
So did you have an engineering question about life pods? Or is this all part of the guilt trip?
I'm sure I have no idea what you're talking about. Now, what'll it be, friend?
I want to say no again. I want to say no. I want to keep saying no until it either games over me, or it continues to do this.
Now, you wouldn't want to refuse the people who saved your life, would you, friend?
I think I'm going to be forced into it no matter what, so I'm just going to keep saying no. No.
You said no, you wouldn't refuse. That's a yes, right?
Oh, no! Wait, hang on. That's a yes, right? No, that's not a yes. No, that's not a yes.
You said no, you wouldn't refuse. That's a yes, right?
I want to keep saying no, but now it's looping. I love the dramatic zoom in on Nagi.
You said no, you wouldn't
Okay,
refuse.
fine, we've hit a
That's
loop.
a yes, right?
Fine, game. I see. I gotta say yes. Ugh.
I knew you'd make the right choice. Welcome to the organization. Elma, he can start on your team. You'll begin training immediately.
Yes, Mr. Secretary. With pleasure.
All right. Welcome to the Cool Kids Club.
Heck yeah. I've always wanted to be a Cool Kids Club member. No, I didn't.
Now then, let's discuss that training assignment. We've decided to start you out on a probe installation, just to get your feet wet.
I guess we should back up a bit. Here in New LA, we're using a specialized computer system called Frontier Nav to help us deploy a sensor grid across Mira. A network of data probes that allows us to monitor conditions and collect all kinds of information about the planet.
Expanding that grid and filling in the blind spots is one of Blade's highest
Sorry, I
priorities.
should stop doing that.
Here, take a look at this. What you're seeing on screen is a terrain map that includes New LA and the surrounding landmass. As you can see, we've divided the area into a series of hexagonal blocks. We call these blocks segments. Together, they form our grid. We determined this was the most efficient pattern, given the limited range of our probes. Based on it, we know exactly where we need the probes to go. Now we just have to install them.
The sooner the better, as far as I'm concerned. The Frontier Nav probes can also detect the general locations of living things in the vicinity, which comes in handy if we need to track down a Blade or another citizen.
Yes, quite handy indeed. So for this first exercise, you'll be heading here, to that white segment. Go there, install the data probe, and then come back home.
Got it. East of the city.
In that case, we can take the East Gate out of the administrative district, right? We should be there in no time.
I'll leave the details on the data probe installation procedure to you, Elma.
Of course, Mr. Secretary. All right, you two, shall we?
Yeah! Training or not, let's go install the hell out of that probe!
What? Okay, you know what? Okay. Fine. Fine. New Frontier. So yeah, this is about... Okay, well... I installed the probe before stopping advancing on my personal playthrough.
Man, am I glad we
My
pulled an
personal file.
assignment to the east of the city this time. It'd be a long walk all the way back over to the West Gate.
Hold on. Are we even sure the East Gate will be open? Last I heard, it was still on lockdown from all the high-level indigent activity.
It was, but they just lowered the threat level earlier today. The gates are officially open for business. One of our teams must have gone out there and kicked some furry indigent butt, huh?
It must have been Irina and Gwen. They were talking about fighting earlier.
Wouldn't surprise me at all. Irina's team is one of our best.
How does he know Irina and Gwen?
We ran into them just before we met up with you. They were on their way out to an assignment.
Well, then that settles it. It must have been them, right? Man, forget this amateur hour probe baloney. Those guys are where the action's at.
I'll try not to take that personally. But enough talk. We've got our mission to deal with. Let's head out.
Roger. That probe isn't
Roger,
gonna
roger.
install itself. Let's get to the East Gate, shall we?
Background music? BGM Doko. Okay, that was weird. But now I have access to the actual map. Okay. I don't like it, but this was the Wii U gamepad functionality in the original game. The main Wii U gamepad functionality was Frontier Nav. Oh. Oh, okay. Interesting. I actually hadn't messed with this a lot. I can travel? Okay, wait, hang on. No, I'm not gonna get into that just yet. I do want to check a couple of things before I actually head out. I want to go to Armory Alley. And let's see if I can get a new gun. All alone? Anyone there? I need a bigger gun. That is... what? 4, 1, 7, 20... Why are you... what? Oh, it's the range attack up. Okay. That's why it's doing that. Interesting. So that may actually be a little bit better than what I've got? Question mark? Okay. You know, I've criticized this game's music a lot, but in LA kinda has some good music. What the heck is that? Okay, hello. That's pretty cool. Rival goggles? Okay, now I just straight up look like Shulk. Oh my gosh. Oh. I don't want a snorkel. I don't. I want to oh dear, what have I done? Oh no. That's just toplets. Rival shirt. Started off with. What do you mean that's better than what I've got? What? Oh. Yeah, it is, supposedly. How much is that? 6,000? Oh my. I didn't actually realize I don't have that much money to be throwing around here. Let's check. See if I can get some new stuff for Elma. Well, her gear is pretty good just on its own because of all the effects associated with it. Maybe I don't need new stuff for her. Can I get new swords for her? I mean, yes, I could, but can't use them until level 10. Guns? Nope. Those aren't great. Lynn, do you need a new shield? Wow, okay. No, you don't. New minigun? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that does more damage, but... Okay, well, I guess Lynn's good on that. Pretty sure these pants are amazing. Wait, what? I guess they're not amazing? But it does take away my DP. Well, this is difficult. Be on par with Lynn with these pants. But also 3,300 credit. I think I'm just gonna stick with this. Honestly, I think I'm good. I don't need to be spending money frivolously yet. Because, you know, I don't have a lot of credit to be spending. Those.
Almost there.
Almost there.
Strength.
Hello, Thomas. Thomas was a really useful blade. Oh my gosh, no. Thomas! You know, that's even funnier, because I've talked about it in the past, but me mentioning Thomas the Tank Engine is even funnier, given that, quite a few of the voice actors from 2 actually played in that series. Thomas the Tank Engine. And it's actually really weird hearing them. Again, I talked about it during my playthrough of 2. But, it's super strange. Oh, I'm already up here. See, this is what happens when you parkour when you're not supposed to. Oh my gosh. Okay, I have to talk about these cranes. Yes, this is an important thing. These stupid cranes kind of revealed to us that this game was being remade. Weirdly enough. Because in Xenoblade Chronicles 3's DLC story, there is a time where you go to a certain area, and in it is one of those cranes off in the distance. And, like, everyone was like, okay, they're just creating this asset again, but that's the exact asset from Xenoblade Chronicles X. So why are they there? I mean, it's kind of weird that they would dedicate that much time to creating a 3D asset just for this, when the rest of that area was a lot of billboarding. 2D images... Right, no foam image. 2D images given the effect of, like, 3D looking, because of, like, depth of framing and weird stuff like that. That's what billboarding is. Also, you know, making a flat 2D image kind of follow the camera to appear spherical. Like a lot of things do that.
Watch how it's done.
To billboard it.
Assault hammer! Blast them before they get up.
Target in sight.
Flame grenade.
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
Okay.
Answer your soul voice. Is that the aggro? Elma?
Early bird.
No. I don't want your aggro, buddy.
Melee attacks.
I don't want it. I don't want the aggro. You can have it back. Elma or Lynn. Lynn, please take the aggro.
I'm almost down, but not out.
Lynn, how are you almost dead? You're our tank. Huh? My voice. What's my voice?
Upper hand.
My voice is shot. Yeah, I really hurt I think I hurt my vocal cords the other day. It hurt. I felt sick, and a lot of stuff happened. It wasn't great.
Even my cooking got better.
What do you mean your cooking got better, Lynn? Advanced survival pants. Advanced pants! What? Oh, level 8 to wear those. Pretty good, though. Good for anybody else? That looked wrong on Elma on so many levels. Look at my pants. My pants look weird on her. What? What? Oh, no. Okay, those are the same pants. I was like, what? But no, I'm not an idiot. Not entirely an idiot, at least. Yeah, okay, so the reason I am leveling up is kind of because well, fighting enemies is to level up. Flame grenade. Wait, can you topple stack? Is that a thing? Because I saw a 1 on the thing up there. Next to the topple symbol. Underspeed. Oh no, you're doing elemental attack. We gotta break this tail immediately.
Move in and do some damage.
There, buff to Lynn. No, don't fight me, buddy. Oh no. I think I'll wait until I'm forced to respawn.
Shadow strike.
I think Lynn and Elma can totally handle this. Planet.
Move in and do some damage.
A whole different planet. Gosh. Rain weather, beam attack power, and critical chance will be reduced. Huh. Weather actually has an effect on the game. Combat. That's interesting. Okay, so before anything else, however, I want to go in and... I don't have a lot of those. No. I'll upgrade this. That. Oh. Huh. Interesting. I didn't know I could just refund my upgrade points in this. Now, where do I... When do I unlock that? Hang on. Wait, what? You can mix and max skills? Oh no. Oh no. No, no, no. That's not a good. That is scary. Yeah, we definitely want to break that thing immediately.
Shadow strike. Nice. Move in and do some damage.
Whoa! Flame grenade.
Scream edge.
Boost damage from the side with slit edge.
I need healing.
Oh, I messed that up. Dang it. Break the acid sac. Come on, we can do it, team. I believe. Oh my god.
Slide nice. Move in and do some damage.
Fine, I'll hit it with slit edge.
Shadow strike.
Cosplaying a soul. Oh, I almost missed that soul voice. I was looking over at the stream. Oh no.
Early bird. Move in and do some damage.
I straight up missed that soul voice. Wow, okay. I deserve that.
Oh crap.
I should be first.
Hurry! I need healing.
Can we topple it? That'd be amazing.
Nice. Move in and do
Thank
some
you.
damage.
We handled that one well.
Topple.
Excellent strategy.
Look at us being all cool and stuff.
Open fire! Follow
Break it.
Early bird. Shadow
I
strike.
definitely want to destroy this acid sac immediately.
Scream edge.
Because this is not great.
Side flash.
Damn. I need healing.
Come on, team.
That's what I need.
We topple it? Or Elma, can you stagger it, I guess?
Crap. Heal me. Hurry!
I'm gonna stop myself.
Alright, you're in for it.
Defense.
Here's a good spot.
I pressed those at the exact same time. Wow. gun for a bit and kind of back up. Fire flame grenade, because it's awful. Well, I don't really want to taunt this thing when I have no health. Speaking of having no health, I'll wait until I'm forced to respawn, because I think Elma and Lynn can take this. Hey, thank you, Lynn.
I'll get the jump on him. Attack up close. Almost there.
Easy. Well, I mean, it's not the worst thing I've done. It's not the worst I've done in a fight. And it could have been better, but I mean, work.
I think even my cooking got better.
Thanks, Lynn. That's cool. Oh, yeah. There is no such thing as the bonus XP system from 2.
Looks like we've got no choice.
Well, as long as this thing isn't fighting us, it should be okay. Okay, as long as this thing is the only thing fighting us, it should be okay. What I mean. What? You resisted the topple? How did you do that? Now you're toppled. Thanks, Lynn. Appreciate it. You're the coolest. Want to break that tail, though. ASAP. Not him. Okay, I don't know how we didn't aggro it, but I'm glad we didn't. Invisibility. Buddy. What are you doing, bud? Aw, yeah. Split edge. Oh, it's in range. That's not a good.
This is nothing.
Early bird.
You sure it's not nothing, me? Please heal, so we don't actually, die.
Move in and do some damage.
Victory is ours.
Yeah. Advanced survival shirt. Let me guess, that's another long menu. Oh wait, did I just unlock that art that I was wanting? Oh, I did. Okay. Well, gonna upgrade that immediately. Goodness, I need it. Thinking. Yeah, let's do that. Elma, I'm going to upgrade your stagger art, because being able to topple is so good. Power? Is that an aura? Is it an aura? I think it's an aura. You know what? I think I will upgrade that. Easy. Hello. Hey, Red in the territorial. Yeah, thanks, buddy.
They got the drop on us.
Well, if it's just you, again, I'm not really worried about it. Especially since I've... What was that? What is that? Really? Did that just happen? It's a rite of passage, but that's gonna happen so much. It's always a minute. That's funny, though. Oh, look, it's sunny weather out right now. Yay! I love that for me. That's so good. Only level 7. I'd like to be level 8 before doing what I'm supposed to out here. So... Guess... let's go fight this thing? Sure, it sounds good.
Shadow strike. Split it.
Now, close in and clean up.
Oh no. Oh, what? I think I'll buff Lynn since she's drawing aggro. I was not paying enough attention to that one. But I believe in Lynn.
Not over. Follow me.
Yeah, okay. These soul voice things are so much easier.
Recuperate.
I'm almost down,
Right.
but not out.
On the way I can actually, like, revive Elma?
This is nothing.
Hit harder.
Oh, nope, we're dead again. Okay, well.
Guys.
It starts, doesn't it? I don't know why those things are so hard to defeat. I am determined to kill one.
All right,
Break its leg.
on.
Locked and loose.
Come on, team. Break its leg. Breaking, broken, topple it. Flame grenade. Don't do that. Yeah. Take that, loser. Imagine.
Now,
Soul
close
voice.
in and clean up.
Back. Shoot the leg. Shoot the leg in the knee. Fighting Slinger.
Throw armor.
Thanks a bunch.
That Lynn.
Shit. I need healing.
catch myself.
Thanks for the backup.
Use an aura. Get control for battle.
Whoa.
Side splash.
Fire carnival.
I'm so bad at doing this.
It's not over. Follow me.
Watch me lay in.
That makes sense in 'em. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Trash touch.
Shadow strike.
Leave this to me.
I should heal up first.
Hurry.
Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike.
Sorry.
Okay?
That was my
Big
bad.
team.
Do this.
Side splash.
I'll get the jump on him.
Now, my strength comes from the skills.
Yay, we did it. Look at us.
I'm all over this.
I say us, it was literally Elma and Lynn that caused us to win that one.
They're getting close.
Watch me lay in. Trash touch. Flame flow.
Thanks for the backup.
Fire carnival.
Flame. Heck is flame flow.
Assault hammer. Blast them before they get up.
Side splash. Target in sight.
Okay. Here comes
Get destroyed, loser.
Melee attack.
Cannon will do, Elma.
Watch me lay in.
Early bird. Shadow strike.
now. Close in.
Bada pop, bada boom.
We got him. Let's move.
So much stuff. Wow.
Did they see us?
No, I didn't want to. Whatever.
I'll get the jump on them.
Now,
Attack up
my
close.
turn. Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike.
Let's break its face. Break the thing's face.
Here comes the pain.
I messed that one up horribly. I ranked up in my class. That's cool. That's Kewl, by the way. It's cool, not cool. Cool. That's stupid. Even for me, that was stupid.
What? They've seen
Ah,
us.
heck nuggets. Alright, come on.
Attack up close!
Fight me, loser.
Trash talk.
Slide! Wonderful!
Assault hammer!
Fire carnival.
Flame grenade!
Yes. Hit him again.
Flame grenade. So cool.
Flame flow.
Now that's what I need.
Early burn! That could have been. Move in and keep the rhythm going. Shadow strike! Some pendants destroyed. Move in and strike.
Watch me lay into it.
Now, melee attacks.
Okay.
Oh no.
Comes the
I didn't use that correctly. Dang it.
Slide knife. Move in and do some
Leave
damage.
this to me. Fire carnival.
Side flex.
Okay, so how does this work?
Shadow strike.
Trash talk.
This is one of those mechanics I don't think I understand fully. Is the TP system? I don't really get how it works. Hello, thing. That was, yeah. Tell you what. I think I'm going
You
to.
have no choice.
Gosh darn you!
Punch first. Ask questions later.
I don't want to
Now,
fight you,
my
Vesper. What the
Side
heck?
flex.
That's Lynn's weapon?
Pendants destroyed. Move in and strike.
Flame grenade!
Trash talk.
Grenade.
Okay. Here comes the pain. Now,
Here comes
close
a
it and
new
clean up.
challenger.
Watch me lay into it.
Shooty shooty gun gun.
Sorry. I can't seem to get fired up.
Side slash.
Give this
Shadow
to
strike.
me.
Robe armor! Assault hammer! Before they get out!
Beautiful.
And it's dead. Weaken him and lay in.
Side with a slit
Fire
edge.
carnival.
Back to the gun. Actually, I think I'll use the knife for now.
Some nice. Move in and do some damage.
This team never loses.
Let's keep it up.
Well, buddy, this team has definitely lost. Definitely has lost before. We just lost like twice in the span of like 5 minutes a minute ago. Okay, and we hit the cutscene trigger.
What the hell happened here? You don't think that one Sinicula could have killed all these simius?
Unless
Unless... what?
this is bad.
What's bad? I don't follow you.
That Sinicula. It's a tyrant.
Huh? But it looks just like any other Sinicula.
Think about it. Your typical simius is way higher up on the food chain than your typical Sinicula, right? Usually we'd find one simius standing over 3 or 4 Sinicula corpses. But here, the tables have been turned. And I don't see a single trace of any other indigents in the area. There's only one explanation. That Sinicula is a tyrant.
Let me check the Blade Report database. If there's a tyrant this close to the city, someone must have run across it. Bingo. There was a Sinicula tyrant sighted not too long ago, but it was a couple of segments further out.
It could have followed the blade that spotted it back towards New LA, or come here to feed, or who knows what.
That's crazy. I can't believe there's a tyrant right on our doorstep and HQ isn't doing a thing about it.
Well, don't forget why they sent us here in the first place. Frontier Nav's range is still limited.
Oh, right. They couldn't track it if there's no local probe. They must have lost it when it went off the grid. Whoa, whoa, whoa there, rookie. We're talking about a tyrant here.
I'm
Do
their
you
nickname. I
understand what that
haven't
means?
seen you in forever.
We should probably explain.
Look at all those chickens.
Tyrant is our term for any indigenous life form that
Sorry, I
falls
was
outside of our usual
reading
threat
something on my
ranking system.
phone.
In other words, they're too powerful for
It's
us
like
to
I said,
even
I was
measure
doing
how
a test
dangerous they
playthrough
would be
earlier,
to
and this
take on.
cutscene was one of the things I
And
watched.
too powerful doesn't always just mean physically strong. If a creature has even a single especially nasty trait, it's classified as a tyrant.
Even some of Blade's very best
I
teams
love
have come
how
back
one of
with
the
serious
things
injuries
is
after running into a
it's a
tyrant in
chicken
the
nugget.
field. If they come back at all.
Oh, I love how one of the required story beats is literally us fighting a unique monster,
Well, alright.
as they would be called
I'm
in
game
literally
if you
any
are.
other game in this series. For some reason,
Count
X
me in
just
on that.
has to be the
Let's
different
do
one.
this. If we're gonna settle here on this planet, we're gonna have to get used to dealing with tyrants now and then. We can't just keep running forever, you know? Besides,
Lynn, I
I'd
still
never
want your
forgive myself
hairpins.
if
Can I
someone else
have
ended up
them?
getting hurt
I want a
because we just
Monado
left it
hairpin.
here.
I would never wear it, but
All right.
I would
let's
just
do
want to
it.
have it.
But don't push it, okay? Either of you. If we can take it down, great. But if not, even just luring it away would be a moral victory. As long as we
No,
buy
we're
enough time
fighting
to
this
install
thing.
the
We're
probe,
destroying it.
we can use Frontier Nav to track it, or any other tyrant that comes this close to the city from now on.
I am not worried about this thing,
Just
Elma.
make sure you're ready before we attack. This will be tougher than anything else we've faced.
That's a Spinicula. Engaging a tyrant is no small task. It's important to... Yeah. We're fine. Actually, we're not fine yet. Hang on, I want to go get one more level. I don't I'm actually that far away from... Oh my gosh, my voice. Oh yeah, I am like on the verge, assuming that is
Oh,
my...
they've seen us.
No, I think that's my TP. I still don't know what the TP is.
Stagger them with
Or
a
how to
melee
use
attack.
it. Or what it actually does.
Shadow strike.
I'll send him for a loop.
Something go wrong with fighting it now. I could lose.
Assault hammer!
And I have lost a couple of times.
Fire carnival!
It's destroyed. Move in and strike. Side
Comes
slash.
the pain.
Slide. Splinter.
Sorry, I can't seem to get fired
Lynn,
up.
don't be so worried. Here, have a buff.
Get pumped.
Thanks a bunch.
Side slash.
Yeah, honestly,
Shadow strike.
we'll beat it with the power of friendship. Stop it, Rex.
Now,
Shadow.
close in and clean up.
Listen here, buddy.
Let's lay into it.
Oh, breaking its tail?
Victory is ours.
Oh, it's,
Nice
it's
work.
dead. Okay. I'm not level 8 yet. I'll check that, actually. No, wait, it was there on the menu. Hang on. 383 out of 400 XP. Well... What, I need 12? 17 more XP. Okay.
Oh, they've
Maybe
seen
this
us.
thing will be enough, hopefully.
Engaging. Lay down some fire for me.
The only reason I want to be level 8 is
That's
so
what
I
I
can use some of this new gear that I've been getting.
Assault hammer!
Okay, flame grenade.
Wow, got her.
That's such a good combo, though. The assault hammer into flame grenade. I mean, I know why they give it to you this early in the game. Oh, I should actually go into this now that we've gotten the tutorial for it.
Leave this
But one
to
of the
me.
classes I'm thinking about actually having me spec into is it's like this weird healer class that looks really cool. Lynn has the aggro, so I'll buff her defense.
Close in.
Toppled, so I do a flame nade. Slip edge, easy peasy. Expert drifter. Whoa, hello. Okay. Tons of stuff all at once. What in the world? Player rank, player avatar reaches maximum class. You'll be able to change class to a more advanced one. Interesting. Oh, no wonder I got a bajillion things all at once. Okay. A knife and a ray gun. What is this, COD Zombies? Let me just look at something real quick. Theoretically, should be able to use some of the better stuff. Ray gun in this early in the rounds? Yeah, absolutely. Why not? Making 10 in any class. The final stage classes allows you to master classes weapons. Mastering a class's weapons allows you to use those weapons and associated arts even when using a different class. What? I do not remember that from the original. What? Do I have a ray gun? I do have a ray gun. That's a very big ray gun. It looks like it's better than what I've got. Do I have a better knife? No. Okay, time to do the thing of... No. Let's have a bajillion things all at once for armor. Don't want to take Lynn's armor or Elma's. Advanced pants. Advanced pants. I like all kinds of skill trees. But yeah, this is actually really cool. I don't remember this a lot from the actual original game. This is the class I think I was looking at. Was Mastermind. An advanced Psycorruptor that adds ally support arts to the mix of enemy debuffs. Improves ranged attack and potential. I think this is what I was looking at and wanted to actually have set. Okay, and since this was a knife art and I really wanted that, that's great. Only problem is I've lost my topple art from my assault rifle. Because, you know, assault rifles can break someone's kneecaps. Okay, that sounded stupid in my head, but then I said it out loud and it actually made sense. Like, I was going to make fun of it being like, oh yeah, that can't happen, but... I mean... Straight up hitting someone with the butt of a rifle would be a very weird way. Hello. Hello, Oh, that was cool. I saw, like, red in the sky there for a minute. That was cool. Alright, let's take it. Aim your attacks at particular parts of the body. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
How is this even remotely fair?
Fulcrum? The Pursuer.
I've got you covered, fire.
Okay, let's go for... not the leg. Let's go for the horn. Who's got the aggro turn? Lynn the aggro, or the armor buff. Flashy, flashy. I want to switch to my ray gun. Excuse me, what?
Upper hand.
Is this just straight up a... what? Beam barrage. Hello? What was the... what?
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
Okay.
Side slash.
I made the right call then.
Now, close in and clean up.
Oh, if I'm actually able to do all of this and like switch weapons and everything, this is going to get so overpowered so quickly. Oh, not uncontrollable. Okay. This song isn't even all that bad, but... did we really just topple this thing? We killed it. I mean, we're almost double its level, so it's not that big of a deal. Yeah.
We are awesome!
Heck yeah, we are, Lynn.
Nice work, Lynn. You fought well.
Excuse,
did
thank
too.
you. I say it wasn't all Lynn.
Now
I
let's
have a
get
new
down
gun.
to business and install
I have a
that
bigger
data
gun.
probe.
Am I all alone?
If we stay
Is
here
anyone
for long,
there?
there's no
a
telling what
bigger
other
gun.
playmates might show up.
Thanks, kid.
This beam of light indicates a frontier nav site.
Meow.
It marks the ideal spot to bury the probe.
Okay, now, how exactly is this gonna work?
Okay, the probe should be ready for insertion. I'll just boot it up.
Thanks, Lynn. The top half of the cylinder contains the probe itself. The bottom half is a laser. It dissolves the soil so the probe can burrow to the proper depth. We tried just planting them on the surface at first, but we kept running into problems with the local wildlife damaging the goods. Burying them is going to save us all a lot of time and headaches in the long run. We all set?
Fair.
Yes,
What are
ma'am.
those guns
Whenever
I
you're
have
ready.
equipped on? What?
Why don't you do the honors?
Those are big
You can launch it
guns.
right from your comm device. Give it a try.
I'll do it. Yeah. If it's just as simple as pushing a button, it's a deal. Also, this looks really cool. Yeah, pretty much. There's a lot of jokes that can be made with that.
Good. Now we just need to give it a minute to reach the target depth.
How far into the planet do these things need to bore, Elma?
And installation complete. We are now online with a solid connection to Frontier Nav.
Excellent. See? At the end of the day,
Excellent,
there's
Smithers.
really not much to it.
Why, she's
The
Mr.
hardest part was
Burns.
calculating the ideal probe locations. We need them spread out evenly to maximize data collection.
You're getting
Yep,
bonked.
planting probes is easy. And the more we plant, the more likely we are to find missing crew. So anytime you see a probe site, there's no excuse not to plant that sucker.
That'll do it for your training. Let's head back to the barracks and report to Secretary Nagi.
Okay. This is officially where I got on my personal playthrough that I was doing before this. So up from here is pretty much new stuff. Oh, okay. Kind of new stuff. Again, I did play this, 10 years ago. I don't care about any of this. It's not that big of a deal. Level 25 Tyrant? Festus the Absconder. Certainly a name. You seen that wrecked vehicle just outside the gate? Belonged to a friend of mine. Well, let's go get the loot from that vehicle there, buddy boy. Since it's right outside NLA, I'm assuming it's this direction? But yeah, the whole Frontier Nav thing, as I was saying earlier, that's what the Wii U gamepad was used for. And it was certainly an experience. I love the gimmick of the Wii U, but sometimes it was annoying. I mean, it was great for, like, Pikmin 3, where you could just, like, send Brittany, Charlie, and Alf off on their own kind of missions. That, like, without having to pause the game. That was cool. There were actually a few cool uses of the gamepad. Like in the Twilight Princess and Wind Waker HD remakes. You could access Link's inventory just on the gamepad itself. I mean, the gamepad wasn't a huge failure. Yeah. Wind Waker and Twilight Princess HD both. And it was so cool being able to just, like, swap inventory on the fly. I did it a lot when I played Twilight Princess HD here on the channel. Back when that was going on. I do need to play Wind Waker HD here on the channel. And, depending on how long it takes my PC to fix and all the content changes that I have to make in that intervening time, I may go back and actually start playing some of Wind Waker. All depending on just how long it takes. Hopefully it won't, come to that, but... I'm going to... Well, okay. I can boot my old PC. Well, not my old, but my other PC. I can boot it up. And I'm hoping that if I can do it fast enough, I can retrieve the modded Minecraft world. And if I can, I'm going to try and put it on this laptop I'm using. I have no idea how it's going to work, even if it's going to be possible. But if I can get that off of my other PC, I can bring back the Minecraft playthrough. And that is like one of the biggest things for me. I'm really sad that I've lost the Minecraft world currently. Because I'm loving how much progress we've made on that. So not having it is just a horrifying concept. Also, I am in an area I definitely don't want to be in. Holy heck. But I'm taking it back to the place that I've kind of been recommended, and they're going to take another look at it. They thought that they had fixed it, but apparently there's still underlying issues that they didn't catch. And so they're going to take another look and tell me what's wrong with it. Hopefully it's something stupid. Like, I just need to replace the CPU cooler. But if it comes to that I actually have to replace the CPU, that's going to be a bit more of a problem. Because I don't exactly have the spare money to do that. Which is not a great thing. They'll get it in the next patch, absolutely. Hopefully. I mean, these guys are professionals. They absolutely know their stuff, the people that are looking at my PC. But I absolutely trust them, and I know that they can fix it. It's just, I'm scared of losing so much. I have a friend of mine who potentially has a way for me to get the Minecraft world off of my other PC without needing the PC to actually, you know, boot. In that I think he's told me he's got a thing that I can stick the SSD that the world is on into it and just kind of extract it from it. But it's kind of a scary prospect. If they remove Herobrine from Minecraft. I don't want Herobrine removed, though. If they remove Jack Black from the Minecraft world, I'd be happier with that. That's Steve. What the heck is that thing? A fleet of Velos. That looks so disturbing. There's your chickens you were talking about earlier, though. Those are like, I don't know, baby chickens that have just hatched, and they look really freaky. Also, I love that I'm just running around in white pants with a metal arm. No, 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 no. Nope, 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 not the level 81 gorilla in the starting area. There's a reason that it's a staple of the series, but goodness, it's a terrifying thing. Jumpy jump. Jumpy jump. I should probably head back to NLA. Yes. Broderick the Fleet-Footed. Can I fight you?
We can win if we go all out.
I'm good to go.
You are fast. Wow, okay. I guess that's why they call you the Fleetfoot. Where the heck was this thing? I can't even find him. He's zooming. Man's is just going fast. My throat is so messed up, I can't do anything high-pitched right now. Which just sucks because, you know, my normal voice is high-pitched.
Open fire. Follow me.
Okay.
I've got your cover fire. Shadow strike. Hit him again for me.
Side
We can
flash.
take out his legs? Nope, it's only his head or his posterior.
Blast light.
That dense enough. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Trash talk.
Slit edge.
I'm in trouble. Heal me.
More enemies. There you
Elma,
go.
here, have a
Show me what you
buff.
got.
Appreciate
Defense.
Side slash.
Can't seem to get fired up.
Okay, that was nuts.
Blast.
I have to stay in this.
We need help. We need the help, guys.
Slide.
I don't.
Hit harder.
Can we like actually get heals? And I know we don't have a dedicated healer right now. I would love to, Elma, but I don't have any auras charged. Okay, nope, we're leaving. We're leaving. We're leaving. We're leaving. We're leaving. Run, 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 run. I knew I shouldn't have tried to take on a unique on my own. Come on, get out of here. I don't want to die right now. I just want to get out of here. No way. Please don't kill me today. I got out of there. Heck yeah. Leaving your comrades to die. How noble. Listen, they're fine. They're still alive. They lived. Kind of. Now, I guess I gotta go back to New Los Angeles. How did I only just discover... Okay. You know what? Oh, it's because I went, like, around this to circle... Okay, well, fine. That makes sense. Answer my own questions. Hooray! Oh. I think I've said it before, but that hooray thing I do is actually straight up stolen from a YouTuber named Sieve Gaming. He used to do a lot of Mario Maker content that was like, if you do this, the level collapses, and like making don't do X kind of levels or only do X kind of levels. It was actually really cool. Then he disappeared for a while, and then he rebranded, or well, not rebranded, but created a new channel where he talks about game development and kind of stuff behind the scenes of games. Actually really cool. Highly recommend. Okay, I cannot take this giant gun seriously. Speaking of giant gun, I need to buy a new one. Ray gun. Oh. This is the best I can have right now. Okay. What the heck is that? What is that? What? Okay, now hang on a minute. In the little portrait above the stats, this thing is blue. Why is it not blue? I want a blue gun. Really? Not gonna give me a blue gun? I need a blue gun. All alone. I'm actually pretty geared other than that new gun I need. Again, I'm not trying to reference the meme song. I'm not. Alright. Secretary Nagi, what have you got for me, buddy? Or Commander Vandam, or whoever. I'm not a huge fan of, like, the pop kind of music. Oh, okay. Thank you. Time you want to pop in? I appreciate
Commander
it.
Vandam.
Vandam!
Well, now, look what
You're
the
not
cat
Australian.
dragged in.
Sorry we missed you last time. We could have come to meet you at HQ, you know.
Indeed. I suggested as much. Twice.
And we know how much I enjoy being told what to do. Anyway, I hear you tangled with a tyrant, way out of your league, on a training mission, no less. That was reckless, and goddamn magnificent.
Thanks, buddy. Heck yeah, we took it down too, buddy. My progress? Absolutely.
So, Commander, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit here today?
Well, I can't just ask Nagi to do everything for me. I'd be out of a job.
Hey, I delivered you the new recruit, didn't I?
Yeah, you won the bet. Don't worry about it, all right? I'll settle up with you later. You know I'm good for it.
The bet?
I'm sure I'm needed elsewhere. If you'll all excuse me, Commander.
Well, that wasn't obvious at all.
Huh. Look at you two. I swear, you're like two children excited about a new toy.
Elma!
Look who's talking. I don't recall ever seeing you file a request to personally train a rescue before.
Is that so odd?
It is before we'd even asked him to become a blade, little Miss Stick in the Rear.
Usually I ask when I don't get your slang expressions, but something tells me to just let that one go.
Enough about that. Where are your manners, anyway? I still haven't been introduced to our new recruit here.
Commander Vandam is Blade's top officer.
In a past life, I was chief engineer on the White Whale. Same idea, basically. Someone has a problem, I fix it. You follow?
Fair.
Huh. Not much for conversation, are you?
So you still haven't told us why you're here. From the look of things, I'm guessing this isn't a social call.
You don't think?
No. So let's cut the crap and get down to business.
Ha! Sounds like you're learning my expressions just fine, Elma. Anyway, first we need Chatty Cathy here to choose a division and pull an assignment.
Alright. I want to know about a division.
Pretty much everyone in New LA works for Blade, in one of several different fields. Helping to explore Mira, or to maintain order in the city, or, well, you remember Nagi's speech, right?
Fair.
There are 8 different fields in all, and each one has its own branch within Blade. Officially, they're called divisions. Naturally, you'll want to choose one that best suits your personality and your talents.
Let's start with the Pathfinders. Pathfinder's #1 responsibility is planting data probes, like you did on your training mission. It may not be the sexiest job, but important? You bet your ass it's important. We've only been on Mira 2 months. We don't know jack about this place. The more probes we install, the faster we can get our bearings here and give ourselves a fighting chance.
We've already detailed how important it is we expand the Frontier Nav network ASAP. So, for the time being, I'll just remind you of the highlights. It helps us keep Blade safe. It helps us keep the city safe. And most important of all, it's the key to locating the missing parts of the Lifehold and recovering the rest of the human race.
Okay, next up, Interceptors. You met Akeloff and Evans, right? Irina and Gwen? This is their division. Interceptors have one main duty: protect New LA and everyone in it from the wildlife here on Mira. Right now, this is probably our busiest division. Interceptors ride shotgun for the research eggheads, they escort VIPs around, and they help any other idiots who get caught out there with their pants down.
Next are the Harriers. Remember Doug Barrett, the Skell pilot conducting the test flight with Lynn?
Yes?
He's part of the Harriers. If you think of the Interceptors as defense, Harriers would be New LA's offense. They specialize in preemptive strikes on clear and obvious threats. But only on clear and obvious threats. They're not meant to go out and just blast any indigen that moves.
Why not?
And you got your Reclaimers. These guys are in charge of finding the other pieces of the White Whale. Among other things, that is. Including anything of ours left behind after a battle. Skell debris, weapons, personal effects. It can get a bit morbid, frankly, but it's gotta be done. Until we're up and running here on Mira, and have this place completely figured out. Everything we brought from Earth needs to be treated like it's irreplaceable. Also, the search for the Lifehold. That's mostly on the Reclaimers.
Next, Curators. Curators are the first to scout ahead to unexplored territory, bringing back whatever samples they can get their hands on. Fruits, bugs, sticks and stones, you name it. It's not all picking berries, though. Being a curator also means being the first to encounter unknown indigens.
Next? All right, prospectors. Prospectors do, well, prospecting. They poke around, looking for minerals, resources, and whatnot. Things we need for everyday life here. We packed all the essentials we could on the White Whale, but that won't last forever. We need to be able to replenish our water and fuel if we want to survive.
Fair.
And sooner or later, we're gonna have to figure out how to replace things from scratch. From the socket on a Skell's knee joint, right down to the frying pan in Lynn's kitchen. Without these guys busting their butts, we'd have no future to speak of.
Next up, outfitters. All of our ground gear and Skell weaponry is developed in conjunction with private arms manufacturers, or AMs. Outfitters are Blade's way of supporting these AMs. They'll seek out anything that might inspire new weapon ideas, and even assist with testing new prototypes.
Oh?
Finally, the mediators. These are the folks who keep everything hunky-dory with John and Joan Q public. Any problems a civvy has, they come to mediators. Fight with your neighbor? Mediators. Lost cat? Mediators. It's not a division for everyone. You need to be a jack of all trades, and a people person.
Nope.
Someone with my charming personality? Probably not the best mediator. But if you got what it takes, it's a clutch role, keeping things cool on the home front.
All right, so I think that's all 8 divisions. Any idea which one you'd like to join? Don't fret about it too much. Whichever you choose, you still have a lot of freedom in how you operate. Mediators can still get out there and mix it up, hunt indigens, whatever. And if a Harrier wants to take a break and settle an argument, that's their prerogative too. To be honest, even though it's sort of frowned upon, you can actually change your division whenever you like. So there's really no reason to stress about this. All right,
That's
you
good.
ready to choose?
Absolutely. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, and? We're on pins and needles here.
Okay. Place data probes that expand Blade Pro network. Protect the LA from indigen threats. Charge of eliminating threats from life hold and whale. Scouting unexplored territories and collecting materials. I think we're gonna go with the outfitters. I think I did the Pathfinders on my original playthrough in the original game 10 years ago, so...
Then it's settled?
Absolutely.
All
An
right.
outfitter.
Thank God that's over. By the power invested in me, yada yada, you're officially a Blade.
Heck yeah, give me my core
Congrats,
crystal.
and welcome.
I know you're gonna do great.
Thanks, Lynn.
Now for the job. Let's get down to brass tacks. Nelson's team has gone missing. Last contact we had, they were installing a data probe out in eastern Primordia. Then, nothing.
Nelson. Pathfinders, right?
Are we talking indigens here or what?
Your guess is as good as mine, but they did have a Skell with them. You'd think they could hold their own, or at least run away.
All right, we're on it. We'll head to their last known location and go from there.
Report whatever you find ASAP.
Of course. Let's move out.
Roger that.
Roger that. Word money, 20,000. see. There's of a legacy. Top terminal, arms manufacturers, AM terminal, missions, right. Request, receive text, blah blah blah. Yeah. Alright. Played reports. Segment completed. Segment reset. Played report post. Okay.
Strength comes from experience.
Division reward. Online rewards, division rewards.
That's true on any planet.
Rewards. Ah. What the heck? What the heck are these? Oh, okay. So, I actually have to have an NSO account for this. That's not great. Okay, no. Simulator... Concrete measure your skills by letting you run point back challenges. Wait a minute. What the heck is this? Ooh, I kind of like the blue lighting. Yeah. Wow, there's really not a lot here. You know what? I'm gonna do the outfitters. This is my barrack. Hollow figure. What the heck is the hollow figure? You know what? I'm not gonna bother with any of that just yet. I don't know. I don't know if that's a fun thing to do right now. I am thinking about calling it here soon. Oh. Find out. Yeah, Nagi did come out to greet me. I'm so cool. Hello, Kirsty. I like to talk to you.
I see.
Zero, right? Yeah, that's me. Oh, good. I've been looking for you. My name's Kirsty, with a K. I'm the operations manager for Frontier Nav. Nagi requested that I brief you on the whole Frontier Nav deal. Sound good? Now listen. Hey, Elma and Lynn like me. Excellent. I like your curiosity. Always remember that Frontier Nav can access Coolnet. And like the rest of Mira, it takes dedication and curiosity to really understand. So then, first lesson. Several types of data probes that can be installed at Frontier Nav probe placement sites. Vital that you keep the desired application in mind, because each type of probe yields different effect. What's more, placing the exact same type, grade of data probe in neighboring sites will amplify the effects of each probe. Now, I could stand here and make you listen to a long, drawn-out explanation, but I think it's better you just try it out. Try one for yourself. Remember that the data probe you installed out on the gate plane? Yep. Good. Or you're on Nagi's shortlist. So if you ever need to verify its exact location, just use the map from your comm device. Point out a pair of placement sites in the planes past the interface you can chain together in the Frontier Nav grid. Head there and install a data probe at each site, okay? But I don't just want any probes installed there. I need to change them to the same type. That's how you get the chain application effect. You can swap around data probes using your comm device. Select the corresponding site on the Frontier Nav map. Select swap data probe, you can take your pick. All the unused probes you've got. Do have unused probes, right? Here, I give you mining probes just in case. They're on me. But don't go spreading tales of my generosity. Your assignment is to travel to the 2 specified sites and install the data probes there. Then make sure all 3 of your installed probes are set as mining probes. You'll figure it out. It's all just much clearer in action. Okay, I see what we're doing. I vaguely remember this. This sounds familiar. Maybe. Also, I want to go to mission control.
Hey.
Ow. Am I getting... Yeah, there's 3 ZZ rabbits in Primordia. Uranium. That, I've already done it. Well, I might as well just accept the ball. I can, right? Yay! Easy completion of a quest. Got a bargain tea. Ooh, golden.
Listen.
First he was in the front of the building across from the...
Hey.
Investing Miranium in AM's development. Yeah. Contracting them to upgrade the battle traits on your gear. Doing this requires material salvage from enemies. One more way is by contracting your augments. Okay. Interact with AMs by contracting powerful gear. Okay. Oh, wow, you can actually track this now. That's good. I remember... What the heck is this? Is that what I think it is? I forgot about these. I definitely forgot about these. Okay. You know what, game? Why? I can't even... Why? Oh, what? What kind of weapon? Get level 60 stuff. Yeah. You know what? It's best if I just don't ask questions, huh? Oh, friend. Yeah, no, I don't wanna... Kuraba and just... Yeah. We're not a galactic group. Okay. Whoa, what? Okay. Oh. A Lightwear series. Gravity down, then done this here. Latest and greatest in quality gravity resistance. Of course, high physical resistance is still a trait of all Sakuraba wear. Assault 3 series. Nothing is impossible. Sakuraba, Kuraba in your arsenal. Locked in combat with a foe, lock onto them with our flame beam weapon. We guarantee results. Is a knife 3 set? Okay, that's actually a cool looking knife. An electric line of knives. Sniper 3. Have any Miranium?
1, 2, 3.
Yay! I want to see if I can get a brand new knife then. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. And say yo. Well, I don't have a good knife, so. I'm not gonna bother with any of that, really. I think Elma and Lynn's gears are actually really good for right now. I'm gonna go out and accept a few quests.
Hey, now what?
Excuse me. Sorry to bother you, and I know you're terribly busy, but is there any way you might help a rather urgent request? I promise I won't take too much of your time. Heck, I don't have much of my own to spend taking up yours. Sorry, getting off track. Anyway, I know I should be running this request through official channels and all that. I'm sorry. But there's no time. I'm desperate at this point, and I'll literally take any help I can get. Not to say that you're not just anybody. You're great. Yeah. Look, I know I must sound completely bonkers, but hear me out, okay, please? That's all I ask. Alright. I'll listen to you. Hey, Lynn liked it. Really, you're gonna listen to me? Oh man, what are the odds that the very first person I would ask who would help me? Huh? Like, 9 to 1? I'm shy, you see, and I'd about worked myself into a panic thinking I have to keep approaching strangers. With the staring and the awkwardness and... Yeah, so I'm gonna need you to deliver some supplies to a blade team in the field. I'm a mechanic, you see, specializing in skells. I tend to head up a lot of important projects. Sorry, did that sound braggy? Anyway, I got a call from a team that's always been really nice to me. They asked me to bring them supplies so they can do a repair on one of their skells. Apparently something called a whimsical guile attacked them after they left on a mission. Now they're stranded out there. I pride myself on customer service, but me wandering around outside the city is just... No. Bad idea. Bad idea. Especially with the whimsical duel guild that broke down their skull still sticking around. As much as I wanted to help, I'm just a mechanic. There's only so much I could do. But on the other hand, the thought of those poor skells laying there beat up broke my heart. So I gathered some adventure stuff and left town, but kind of panicked about what to do next. The only sane plan I could come up with was asking someone else for help. And then you came along. It's like magic, only not. Anyway, I know I should post this to Mission Control. But I don't have time for the rules, man. I can't just stand around filling out paperwork and cutting red tape or whatever. Oh, and I'll pay you, of course. Or, actually, the leader of the team will be rescuing you, though. I hope. At any rate, they're in trouble, so if you could get these supplies to them, I'd really appreciate it. Okay. What is the point of...
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey.
What? I mean, I can just sit on a bench to change time? Weird. Let me hit them. I open Frontier Nav often, do the stuff. Ooh. Ah, there's quests out here too. Okay. Oh, so you can fast travel. Interesting. Yeah. 1,000 credits just to swap it? Goodness. That's crazy. I think I want to finish that quest. Maybe finish these last 2 quests, and then head off. Oh, there's a few quests that I have. Interesting. Tracking. Okay, so that's how you do it. Yay, it pays to read. I can say yo. Can say yo. Ugh. I'm getting sleepy. This isn't fair. Wee. Ooh, what are you? What are you? Why do you have lumps over your head? Oh, that's the one mission types that I've been I
We can do this!
picked up.
Engaging. Lay down some fire for me.
I've got your cover fire.
Something nice. Move in and do some damage.
Back up high.
Now, melee.
Right. That's an AoE attack? Oh my.
Here's a good spot. Open fire!
Beautiful.
Shadow strike. Slide back. Move in and keep the rhythm going. Side slash.
On it! Take this!
Heck yeah.
They're getting close! Alright, you're in for it!
Okay, that must be a stock sound effect. Because that bug sound is the exact sound effect used for parasites in COD Zombies.
Primer.
Weird.
Melee attacks.
Melee attacks, you say?
Okay!
Okay. I'll respond to your soul voice.
Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Lynn, I would prefer if you would, break this thing. Topple it, rather.
Throw armor!
Thanks a bunch.
Upper hand. Slide. Slither. Scream edge.
I am not scared of you, thing.
Shadow strike. Tough. Touch me up. Side slash. Now, melee
That's
attack.
what I need! Okay!
Upper hand.
Go.
Slide. Move in and do some damage.
Thermal payload. Fire carnival.
Early bird. That put it.
Recuperate!
Move in and keep the rhythm going. Shadow strike.
Almost down. But not out.
There we go. That's what we like to see, baby. Lynn, you need to do that stuff ASAP.
Open fire!
Primer.
Yes. Hit him again.
Scream edge.
Flame flow.
That's what I need!
I'm in trouble. Heal me.
Don't have any heals, Elba. I'm so sorry. Otherwise, I would heal you. Inner search? Whatever that is. Oh. Absolutely, yes. That looked like a weapon for Lynn and a knife for me. Alright. Lynn, you're getting a gun. The bigger gun. Go. Hey, we have some headwear. I don't really know what this is, but hey, it's one more stuff. Seriously? Alright, well, what? This... same as her. Do I? Oh. Well, I mean, yeah. Kind of a no-brainer in that situation, isn't it? Elma... No. My weapon. I needed a knife. Got my ray gun. Sure, I'm 5 levels over what it was, but hey. Oh. What is that suit? Uh-huh. The bargain tease. That's funny. Okay. How do I check those missions? Huh. Okay. Titanium knife 2 and hunt 4 creeping blottas in Fortia. The daytime. Isn't that what I just got? A titanium knife 2? Yeah, a worn titanium knife 2, but well, a titanium knife 2. Not that I really know what a blotta is.
Open fire! Follow me!
Target in sight! Shadow strike!
I mean, this is kind of what my entire organization is about, is hunting. Oh my gosh, look at my knife. Look at my knife. This is pretty cool. The brand new knife looks so sick. It looks so cool. But I also have a ray gun.
Move in and strike!
Revive me, I have ray gun.
Beam barrage!
Overload Thunder Beam! I'm surprised it took me that long to make that joke. Because that basically is just Overload Thunder Beam. Overload Thunder Beam! But I hit that properly.
Victory is ours!
Victory is ours. We got a good rhythm going. Oh, you're giving me a quest. Hello, Mr. Quest person. Oh, Mr. Nathan. Please, Monica. Monica! You have to understand, as Blades, our first priority is coming home alive. And as the one responsible for this team, I have to take the path of the least amount of risk. So, you want to give up your life to save ours? Pathetic. Look, if you don't want to go, that's fine. Find Connor alone. Monica, that's crazy. Will you please listen to me for a second? No. Huh? What is it? You're out here. I'm guessing you're a blade. In that case, let me ask you something. Should an entire team risk their lives to one single member? Or should that team run back to NLA like a pair of sniveling cowards and wait for reinforcements? I would try to rescue. Lee, you got guts. What if our friend dies while we were sitting on our butts back in NLA? What then? And if the two of us go missing as well, how does that help Connor? It's difficult to ask, but head north to Sickle Rock Rise and see if you can find an interceptor named Connor. Part of our team got separated on a survey job and hasn't come back. Sure. No, I don't want to track it. Thank you. I know it should be me going instead, but got beaten to a pulp on it with our survey mission. Turned to an impromptu copper Sinicula hunt. Honestly, we're both at a loss here. You can probably tell, I'm afraid if we go, we'll just invite more trouble. Sorry you had to see any of that. But know that I really appreciate the help. We both do. You even look like the Monica from 3. Wow. As soon as we know Connor's location, we'll do our best to rescue him. Please help us with our friend. Help us find our friend. I can read. I promise. Kind of. Maybe. Somewhat. Not quite. Really? Ooh, what are you? Why do I need to fight you? Oh! Behold the cran jelly. Cran jelly and delivered it to the plant. I don't think we did, but... what?
I'll get the jump on him. Attack up close.
Now,
Now, close in and clean up.
now, my turn!
This team never loses.
Hope I didn't get in the way.
Yeah, that's so weird that that's just the parasite sound effect.
What? They've seen us.
They're off guard.
Buddy,
Stagger them with
you
your
really
melee
do not
attack.
want this. Sorry, but die.
Didn't see that coming. Victory is ours.
Ooh! An advanced iron shield. Cool. Didn't do that bad. It's advanced. Oh. 5, 3, 12. It's the same, but it's got more slots, so. Okay, what is this? Give her a tank top? Not sure at this point, why not? I'm in up 8 o'clock sharp. Why not? Good to find some blottas during the day. Is there a way I can track that? Habakkuk's. What? What is this? Okay. Oh. Really? Okay, fine. Also. Whoa, hello. Let's not, fight any of those, because goodness, I don't want to trifle with them. Woohoo! Okay. What kind of probe am I installing here? Frontier nav. Told to make this a mining probe. Generation 1. Whoa, hello. Terrifying looking things. That's a big Senicula. Wow. Yeah. Bum 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 bum. Oh, wait a minute. Is this one of the things that I'm looking for? On top of it? Maybe? On top of this, like, weird outcrop that looks like it should be on Gower Plain? Because if it is, that's not that big of a deal. I'm just on top of it. Ooh, we can fight those, but I don't really want to right now. What are you, and why are you scary looking? Monkey man? Oh wait, Sickle Rock Rise. I don't know why I said Sickle Sock. Beautiful. Hello, Connor.
Hey.
Oh, sweet baby back ribs. You're human. I guess my luck hasn't completely run out on me. Those monsters were chasing me everywhere. First I ran out of ammo, then I lost my comm device, then... well, I'm pretty sure my time was up. Oh, Monica was worried about you. I'm not surprised. I'm either of her to care, but it's always been a bit of a worrywart. Well, I suppose I should report back and let them know it's okay. I hate to bother you, but could you help me look for my comm device? It should be nearby. I know we're both fellow blades and all, but I'm still willing to pay you for your time. My goof up to put us here anyway. I actually kind of like this one. Seriously? That's funny. I have to go over there for both of these. That's a very big thing. Wow. Where are you? Back. No way I can... Where? Whoa! What the heck was that? Oh, I don't like that one bit.
It didn't have to be like this. Engaging.
All right.
Lay down some fire for me. Shadow strike.
I've got your cover fire.
Oh. Okay. So your arts only recharge when you're equipped with the weapon that they're associated with. I was wondering why.
Early bird.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense, actually. That's good to know. Very good.
Move in and do some damage. Pushing. Shadow strike.
Trash chuck.
Side flash.
Huh.
That put a dent in him. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Oh, he broke its butt. Edge.
Shadow runner.
Chrome armor.
The chrome armor on me. Oh, that was easy. Oh, I've got to kill 4 of those. Okay. Well, it's not that big of a deal, I suppose.
They've seen us. Punch first. Ask questions later.
Punch first, ask questions later. I like you, Lynn.
Shadow Fire Carnival.
Lynn's really cool.
Slide nice. Move in and do some damage. Fire flash.
Hey,
Sorry. Can't seem to get fired up. Trash.
Now I'm feeling
Lynn on that.
Hey,
Lynn
no pushing.
just took the aggro.
Shadow strike.
Wild Dash.
Slide nice. Move in and do some damage.
Take the high ground and beam barrage.
Overhand.
Now, close in and clean up.
Easy.
Side flash.
I think one of the weirdest things to get used to again is actually being able to move while attacking. That's not something you can do in 2 and 3.
Shadow strike.
And like I said, I've played much more of 2 and 3 than I've played of 1 and X. Different planet.
Suck nice. Move in and do some damage.
You're in for it. Here's a good spot. This team never loses.
Heck yeah, Thirsty Edge and Steel Flash. That's kind of like what I do, stealing flesh. I mean, it's not inaccurate, but it feels wrong to say. Well, I suppose it makes sense if I just want to upgrade Lynn a little bit. Ah, yes. Potential by 12%. I don't know what potential is. I wish I did. No idea. Art. Nothing. Bahamut Wave? What kind of an art name is Bahamut Wave? Yes? That's sick sounding. That's really cool. I'm definitely here for it. Okay. Payload. I really have nothing to be cool with, don't I? Wow. Really sad, actually. Let me just look at something. What class do I currently have? Enforcer. Okay, so I'm not too bad. Not doing too bad. Repair, removes debuffs. Need a 1 ally. Okay, so yeah. I'm gonna try to be our dedicated healer. But also kind of like, gonna try to build like a paladin build, I guess. Tanky healer. While also being a debuff paladin. Ooh, that actually sounds kind of cool. So, basically a Death Knight, I guess. If I could be a Space Age Death Knight, that's gonna be sick. With a giant railgun. Okay, not a railgun. Ray gun. And a knife. Tyrant Potamoose? Where the heck is there a Tyrant Potamoose? That thing is big. That thing is genuinely terrifying at how massive it is. Don't take any of that out of context. You know what I'm talking about. Glad you're peaceful. Very scary otherwise. One of those things where it's like, you know, that's actually kind of realistic. Like a target or a thing that big would probably just be peaceful. Wouldn't really have any need to attack anything. And it also looks herbivorous. Herbivorous? Is that the right word? I think it might be. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. Herbivorous? Herbivorous? Who knows? Knife, slit edge.
Early bird.
I think I'm trying to stutter step to kind of attack faster, and it's just not working. Because again, that's not how this game works.
Shadow strike.
You can't stutter step. I've kind of
going.
gotten so used to that in
Upper hand.
2. Whoa! It must have been attacked by that giant. We were like right there at the probe site too. Are you kidding? But whatever. No, 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 no. Please leave me alone. I don't want to fight you. I need to run away. We run away right now. Don't want to fight you anyway.
Now that's how to evade. You can do it.
Thanks, I know. Oh, I'm the greatest ever. Thank you. What is this? The mission is pointing this direction. I might as well go check it out. Wait a minute, how far is that taking? Run Abbott. Okay, it's not that far. And it's just an item pickup, so I mean, I'm not too torn up about doing this. Just an item pickup, that's what it sounds like. An Acorn Abacus is definitely a Xenoblade collectible. it is. North Point Cove. Easy. That almost sounded like, the name, the thing. Bum 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 bum. That's Gormod. That's Gormod Dan. Like I know the Xenoblade song that sounds like. I just couldn't place it. Bum 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 bum. Definitely. Definitely just need to... I definitely just need to do this quest and be done. I'm getting sleepy. Lias? No, Ziphius. They sounded like they look like Lias. But I am in an area that is very, very dangerous. And I do not want to be part of it. Come on, Xenoblade. That over there, that looks cool. And scary. Every single enemy in this game looks scary. At least right now it does. Eventually it'll, you know, not look as scary. Some of them still will, but that's kind of just how it goes, isn't it? Ugh. Very eepy. Oh. Sonelic Pearl. Is that NLA in the background? That lit up thing? Bright red? Yeah, that's the Western Gate. Yeah, that's the Western Gate. Okay, cool. Very, very cool. Oh my gosh, my voice is destroyed. Yes, install the data probe. Oh, that's actually really cool. You can feel the footsteps of this thing in the controller with the controller vibrations on. Dieter the Epicure? Mezgin the Fairweathered. Yeah, no, I am not pronouncing that. At least this actually gives you some information. I don't remember if the Wii U game did. Find this thing. And banana split. Take like a banana and split.
This is good.
Dang it, I couldn't collect the red item orb. Run away, run away.
It's all on me now.
I don't want it to end.
Okay, come on, I can get out of this. No, how am I dead?
Sorry, guys.
Well, at least I put a the probe there. I should just reset. Okay. I want to switch to Elma because I've heard about that's a problem. I can't use that tactic. Okay. Oh. Vision. I can just do like this and out of there. Run in.
Looks like
No!
I've got no choice.
Bean.
Sorry. You guys, take it from here.
Lynn, no! Don't die on me, Lynn!
Just take down our foe.
No, Lynn! No, that wasn't even Lynn's fault. I can't blame Lynn for that. That's all me. Okay. How the heck am I gonna do this? Sound-based, that'd be so much better. Not. What did I do for this? Okay. Need to get there. That one is facing that way. One is facing that way. Assuming can't just like jump over them either. See if I like walk. Ooh. Touch, don't touch. Got it. Let's go. Look at me being smart. That's rare. Very, very rare. I actually used the aerial camera for once. Speaking of... Frontier Nav. Iron probe. Easy peasy. Ba-boom, ba-boom. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum. Alrighty. You know, that kind of sounds like that instrument that's going ding, 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 ding. It sounds like one of those things that's like the block of wood with like the little metal pin things on it. Well, look, I got that baby. I can the others where they are. There we go. Hey, nice work. I'm impressed. Glad to see that at least one of us here is a pro. Now I know who I can turn to next time I turn for the worst. Alright, let me call up the others here. I managed to get in touch with my team, thanks to you. They're on their way here now. Here, my way of saying thanks. I really appreciate the help. Mission complete. You gave me a tank top. Thanks, bud. Honor.
Well?
Hey there, Daryl. That's clearly Elma. Managed to get in touch with my team, thanks to you. They're on their way here now. What are you doing back out here, anyway? A board or something? So, I suppose I can give you that bounty assignment I flubbed. Mark's old Senicula that's been running around making life heck for everyone. I will accept it. Ha! Just jumping at the bed, huh? I bet you take that bad boy down without breaking a sweat. I'll forward the details to your comm device. Have at it whenever you like. Absolutely. What am I doing? Recommended level 8. Gold Sinicula and Primordial's Grieving Plains. Yeah, I think I'm gonna switch back to B. How do I do that again? Active members, that's how. Oh, okay, so only I can change classes. You know, they said that at the beginning, but... well, you know. Now what do I do with that one mission? Talk to Kirsty. Now, fast travel. That is so quick. Wow. I remember the Wii U load times were ridiculously long. There was even like an actual DLC to speed them up. Probes are installed and set up as mining probes. Perfect. Work fast. I'm sure that's part of why Nagi season you. What Nagi's? Downplay it. Elma liked that. Humility will serve you well. Never lose sight of it. That said, a little confidence doesn't hurt either. Try setting your comm device as displayed to Frontier Nav mode. 3 sites circled in red and connected by link line. That's a 3-site link combo. Boost the effects of each of the data probes by 30%. Get that link combo up to 5. Same data probe type set. The effects will be amplified to 50%. An 8-probe link will connect to an extra 80. Keep going. Data probes of the same type you install in neighboring placement sites, the more efficient Frontier Nav and your related assignments will be. So, got the hang of all this changing data probes jazz? Yes. If pupils make teaching a pleasure. Well then, this concludes your first assignment. You have this research probe by the way of reward. Don't say I never gave you nothing. I'll teach you about that one. Next, okay? But the same way, once you do a new Frontier Nav probe site, and you'll go and sell a probe. You can use your comm device, change its type to research probe, and on top of that, I want you to go in an unexplored territory known as the Rock Cavern. Good luck. Data probe link combos, yeah. Alright, but like I said... about where I want to call it for the night. I don't think I want to get invested with too much else. Actually, I think there is one more thing I'd like to do first. Now that I'm thinking of it. I want to go turn in some Miranium. Guys over here that need it. You know what this area reminds me of? This in LA reminds me of? It reminds me of the game Crackdown, weirdly enough. It's like the way it looks. It just feels like Crackdown. It feels like something that would be in that universe, in that game series. Integrated production plant?
What's up?
Play to accept our museum. Yep. Heck yeah. Easy peasy. Only have 50 uranium. Oh no. Oh. I guess. Ugh. Oh? Wait, you can use items in battle? That's a thing? Since when is that a thing? I didn't know that was a thing. Huh. Weird. Well, like I said, this is where I wanna take a nap. I am actually really tired. So, let me go over here. There it goes. Thank you everyone that's come out for this one. I'm really actually kind of having fun now that I'm actually understanding, you know, the systems of this game, and they're starting to click again. Because on my first playthrough years ago, they didn't click at all. Nothing about this clicked, and I think that's part of the reason I didn't like it. But I'm starting to understand and actually enjoy it, so I hope you'll all stick around for this as a full playthrough. Again, I do want to try to 100% it. I'll spend a lot of time on my own, you know, playing and leveling up. I won't do any story progress, as always, with Xenoblade or anything that I play. I don't want to do story progress, but I will get, like, collectibles and just basic missions and stuff out of the way. Just to, you know, have it be done. And not take up too much of the Ambrose time. But, again, thank you all for coming out. I hope that I can get back to regular quality and regular, you know, streaming stuff soon. It all depends on how expensive the parts are for what I need to fix. And I'm not too hopeful that it's, you know, a cheap fix, but if it is, it'll be easy. If it's not, then it'll take a little bit of time. But enough about the sad stuff. Also, I'll leave you with this. I've been the Zombie Prince, dear old Ambrose, and I bid you all adieu.